See, the thing is, I want all the smoke. I ain't gonna hold you.
I thought you were going to play the song.
Okay, all right. Y'all know that we had to start this week's episode one way and one way only. Because, baby. Real quick, y'all know he's white. We got to talk about that, too.
Who is this?
Murder on the Beats. Whole white man. Didn't know it. But we had to start it with a queen.
Tuh. Oh, yeah.
I got a big testicle drop. I feel like it would fit in this, too, but I won't play it.
Who is this?
Chloe Bailey.
This is Chloe Bailey.
Oh, I saw the performance last night.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think I paid attention to the song, though. I was looking at the actual performance.
This is so good.
Yeah.
I
love this shit.
I love it. I'm here for this. It is.
It is.
Ew. Guys, welcome. We back, y'all. It's Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know when the fuck y'all even get to us, but you know, we here. See, the thing is. See, the thing is, you're listening.
Yeah.
And we're just
See,
happy
the
to
thing
be
is,
here.
we're here.
We're all here and happy to be here at that.
And y'all know we are joined yet again with a Friends with Benefits.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and do the introduction. We gonna get this right. You see how we getting it in a minute and a half. This is a record.
This is a record.
This is a record, by the way.
Usually we talk mad shit and then we introduce.
And then we be like, oh yeah, guys.
Because everybody's like, who is the third person that's just keying with y'all? Well, I mean, we are very blessed and lucky to have my darling friend J.Ryan on the pod today.
Up?
Because this week is Fashion Week, it is VMAs week, and it is Met Gala week.
Yes.
So it's
There was
like
a whole lot
it's a
going on in New
lot.
York.
So anybody is in New York, that's flown into New York for one or all of these events, and Jay Ryan happens to be one of those people.
Yes.
And so yeah, I mean, I was asking before we even started. I was like, well, how should I introduce you? Because it's weird, right? When you become friends with somebody in your industry or in your field, you forget kind of what they actually do for work because you're with them all the time, like brunch, hikes, whatever. And events. But so Jay Ryan, I met Jay Ryan when I first moved to LA like 10 years ago. And yeah, it was, man, 10 years ago is a long time ago. It makes me feel really old. But at the time, you were a publicist.
Yes.
You were a publicist when I met you. But you've since done so many different things and introduced me to so many different people and so many different brands and things like that. And you have really made your mark as a young media mogul, I would say.
Yes. Hello. I'm a media mogul.
Yes.
And a new artist now.
I love it. Of course.
I'm so excited to hear
Bridget
your music.
would bring someone on the couch that could sing.
I always do.
Someone who's talented, great.
All of my friends can hit a note. They just
so you know, Jay, if you need the ad libs or like a skit,
Yes.
I'm good at the skits. Like, you know, the little phone call.
Ooh, I want some skits.
I got you
Like
with the
TLC
skits.
back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, I want that.
Mandy will give a cute little voicemail.
You know,
She
I could be real
She
sexy
will.
with it. Or I could
Yeah.
be like, you better answer your phone, nigga. I could do all of those.
Either
so
or.
I love a good skit. I guess we'll start off. We kind of like to do a little catch up. And this week, I think, of course, all of us, well, you being from New York. Jay, where are you from?
I'm from LA.
So you're from LA. I'm from Florida. We did celebrate this week the 20th anniversary of 9/11. And it's just crazy, I guess, going back, like just seeing. First off, I watched Netflix and they done added all these movies that have to do with it, which I'll get into as well. But just being taken back to that is definitely one of the moments in I think all of our lives, especially because aunties be listening here. So everybody about over 30 that listening here.
Yeah.
So I want to ask both of y'all, where were y'all at on 9/11? And do you still have that vivid memory of what that day was like for you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was in 10th grade. So like,
Oh, you was an adult, damn near.
yeah, I was an adult. I was in 10th grade.
I just say that because I was in 5th grade, but
my
I
God.
do still have a story to tell, okay?
Yeah. Oh my God. Manny was in music. We were both in music class, actually.
I was in music class.
Yeah, it was a dark day. Honestly, the actual day 9/11 was not that dark because we were still in school. So they had an emergency lockdown and they didn't let anybody leave. Your parent or a guardian had to communicate with the school, contact the school, and either come pick you up or grant you permission.
Oh, because you were here.
Oh yeah, I was in New
Yeah.
York. I was in Manhattan. So And my mother, oddly enough, my mother's living room literally looks out on the Freedom Tower where the Twin Towers actually were. My mother watched them fall from our living room. And so, yeah, it was the actual day itself was kind of a whirlwind and a little bit of a blur. But I mean, the main things I remember were that there were tons of people in the street, first of all, because the subways were shut down and all the bridges and tunnels were closed and everything. Nobody could come in and out of the city. Everybody was walking across the bridges. Everybody was walking uptown. Like everybody that was walking uptown was covered in dust, covered in ash. And so we had ash on our terrace. We had dust just everywhere in the house that came in through the windows for weeks. And it smelled like just barbecue, like bad barbecue. Like everything was burnt. It was horrible. And I remember the overall energy here in the city was just like everybody was crying and devastated. Even if you didn't lose somebody, it was still a feeling of a violation of everything that we knew, everything that we were comfortable with. Right? Everybody was on edge and uncomfortable for the remainder of that year. New York was never the same after that. And mainly because too there was heightened security beyond that. So getting on the subway now, you're looking at National Guard people with automatic weapons just on the platform. Every train station, it has, people stationed, and it was an unrest for probably a good year or two after that. But yeah, I mean, for it to be 20 years just seems really crazy that it was that long ago. That's so crazy it
was that long ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was in Florida. You were in LA. Like, what was there fear? Because I mean, we had fear in Florida. Like, so my mom came and picked me. Let me share being in Florida and how I experienced this.
Fear of what?
Okay, so
they wasn't coming for y'all.
Don't do that. So my mama came and picked me and my sister up. I was in 5th grade. Literally all we did all morning was watch the news. That's it. Our teachers decided we just wasn't going to have class. Yeah. I did still end up going to music class because we still switched our classes, but we weren't doing anything. And so my mom came and picked me up from music class because she was in fear. Yes. In Orlando, we feared being attacked next. Okay. Even though, okay. And so Bridget doesn't believe that Orlando would have been a target for terrorists.
I don't believe the Taliban was coming after the Epcot Center. I just can't envision that.
It's not just Epcot. We have NASA, bitch. We got the rockets and the spaceships.
You think they are concerned about y'all going to space?
Are they? Yes, that's a big advantage that the U.S. has.
And stuff.
You know what I mean?
Maybe the satellites, but they not.
And we got Disney World. That is a big thing.
Disney World could be a place that they could hit.
Thank you, sure. Disney World and NASA. So I was
they gonna go to Mall of America before they go to Disney World.
I think they would come to LA before anything else. I think New York and LA are like two places.
Wait, what are they hitting in LA? Brunch?
What do you mean?
What would it take? Bro,
not brunch. I'm dead.
What the hell do they have in LA? That's like a staple. The Hollywood sign, nobody even be there.
I just think if you hit certain main cities,
they could hit the 405. They might hit the 405.
If you hit bigger cities, it's more of an effect. Like, right. And LA and New York are like the biggest.
I would
nobody's talking about Orlando. Unless they're going to Disney
Unless they're going to Disney.
I didn't even know NASA was there.
And look, that was a gunshot. I forgot I took it out. I was NASA was God damn.
I did. No, I thought NASA was in Houston.
I want to get into kind of the movie Worth as well. Which leads to a bigger conversation.
I know, and all of the documentaries and stuff around 9/11, it's all very triggering. And I saw a friend of mine who's a makeup artist. Shout out to Joanna Simkin. I love her so much. She is a phenomenal makeup artist, but she's also an incredible activist and source for a lot of really great information as it pertains to things that are political, things that have to do with social justice. And she had posted something which I thought was really thoughtful, which was requesting that anybody that wants to post 9/11 videos not post the videos of the planes flying into the building and the buildings falling. Yeah. Because it's traumatizing for a lot of people to watch those kind of things. And especially if you were here and beyond anybody that lost anyone, watching that from being here, like the fear in New York was that it was going to happen again to the Empire State Building, to Madison Square Garden, that it was just going to keep happening, right? To the bridge, to Brooklyn Bridge or whatever. We have so many landmarks here, Statue of Liberty, any number of things. And it's very triggering for a lot of people. And I feel like back then, we didn't live in an age where anybody was posting stuff online to relive and re-see and you know what I mean? And
you just turned off your TV.
You just turned off the television and you unplugged. I can't even imagine if something like this were to happen to us now, what that would be like. But actually, we are experiencing that with the pandemic. And I would just implore everybody who has the compassion and empathy for all of the tragic lives that were lost on that day to exercise some of that around this over 500,000 people that have died from a disease. And the continuation of the spread of that is something I would definitely say we are responsible for as a human race. So
only reason I could see like why somebody would be posting that on social media wise, because obviously there are documentaries, but everyone doesn't watch TV.
Right.
So for the younger generation, it's almost like if they do see it, it's like they kind of feel it more if they see it.
Right.
Versus if they just see a memorial or something like that. It's like they're not
That's true.
comprehending what actually happened back then that we actually lived through. You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that it's 20 years ago is also like there's a whole generation of kids that don't know now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
even my
20
sister.
years.
My sister is 23 years old. She was born in 97. She was, I think, four or five.
Yeah.
She doesn't remember it.
Right.
But what I find interesting is even re-looking at it from an adult standpoint. So there are 2 shows that were just added to Netflix. One, this is not an ad, by the way, but one being the 9/11 doc that broke down even like the president's response, what was actually happening in Afghanistan. And to be fair, I had no idea that the war was still ongoing. We just pulled out of Afghanistan like last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I had no clue. Mind you, I do have, so both of my siblings are in the Army, but one is stationed in Germany. She was in Korea before that. And then my brother is no longer over there, but he did go to Kuwait shortly after 9/11. So I was shocked to even find out that the war on terror was still going on, but also like the idea, like what really happened behind that decision and why they chose to just, it wasn't really for terrorists because Osama bin Laden being caught.
Right.
Why are we still over there? But one of the other movies, and if you guys have time this week, please check out the movie Worth. So I want to talk to y'all a little about that. Spoiler alert, however, it is based on a true story. The movie Worth is about the victim compensation fund that was given to the families of the victims of 9/11. And what's crazy is the movie centers around even how they were coming up with a mathematical equation to put a value on someone's life. So basically for the people that were in the building, again, trigger warning if you lost anyone, but the movie goes into how they pretty much determined a janitor receiving so much less than a CEO. Or also there were so many people that were just in the Twin Towers just to be there that day. Yeah. So accounting for all those people that you don't even know why they were in the building. But it was really interesting. It was really touching. It was shot very, very well. And what's interesting is they did end up compensating a little over $14 billion, if I'm not mistaken, to a little over 5,000 of the families. Right. And Jay, you brought up something interesting off camera that I kind of want to get into because
about the reparations.
Yeah. And for this, again, not to pin two things against each other at all, but to know that the country was able to gather over $14 billion to hand out, and to know that reparations also still just is like, well, y'all better apply for them scholarships to the HBCUs or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
write your letters to the NAACP, okay?
And then still owe a bunch of money after.
And guess what? I bet you it will still be taxed too.
Yeah.
Right. But you said that there was a politician recently that...
Well, first and foremost, if you live in the state of California...
We done got on Texas last week.
I do.
And Jay does. J.Ryan lives in California. If you are... A lot of my friends in LA already do this and have already done it. But if you have not yet voted no on the recall against Governor Newsom, I really strongly recommend that you do so, because one of the candidates that would take his place is a black man named Larry Elder, who believes that slave owners also deserve reparations. Right.
We got a clip to play for y'all.
Well, some audio surfaced. And I believe this interview was done 2 years ago with Candace Owens, who is...
Of course.
I just gotta laugh. I just have to laugh because you know what I love about... One of the things that I do love about the media is that they will find the worst image.
Oh, for sure.
If they know what you are really just...
As they should.
You are a piece of shit.
Her.
Yeah, like if you're a piece of shit human being, like even down to like when they had Donald Trump's they would find Donald Trump photos. It would always be like, where he has like 4 chins.
Or his hair flying off.
Or his hair, his spray tan was uneven.
Is that what they do? They do it for piece of shit people?
Yeah.
So the JBN thought I was a piece of shit. Because the way they would try me with them thumbnails early on in this goddamn show. They must think I'm a piece of shit. But okay, let's go. Let's get into it.
They played us. Y'all got to do better. No, I died because I'm looking at this photo of Candace Owens and it's hilarious because she looks nuts. But yeah, this man, Larry Elder, did an interview with Candace Owens about 2 years ago, and this was what he said.
I'm assuming that he was adopted by his slave owner and he was a house nigga because that's what it's given.
It's giving adopted by the slave. By the slave owner, yes.
He wants the property that his family was going to leave him.
It had to be something. The idea, though, is, well, and we even talk about this, we dig deep into even relationships, and we hate the idea that people are viewed as property at all. Right. So the idea that everyone
should hate the idea of people being property.
100%.
So the idea that you're going to sit here and make that excuse to being that, well, technically,
like they lost
property
their
was taken from the slave owners, so they deserve reparations too. Get the entire fuck out of here.
They had to pick their own cotton, imagine. They had to kill the cows themselves and mow their own lawns. Can you imagine?
And cook their own food.
And cook their own food.
And fuck their own women. Oh my God. What a concept.
Yeah, California, we need to band together.
California,
for this guy.
I need y'all to vote no on that recall, okay? Because we cannot allow abominations like this man to come over here and tell us that we need to be giving reparations.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually happy that you played this. I'm happy I brought it up, because I didn't know about this. Obviously,
oh my God.
I'm looking like, cool, black man in office, great, let's go.
Right, and that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Skinfolk ain't kinfolk. Skinfolk ain't kinfolk. This man right here, no.
No, I'm really glad that you brought that up though, too, because this is not a political podcast.
It's not at all.
It's not, but just how, again, it just trickled down into us learning that. I think that is the thing. We do want to see the black people win, and we vote for who's black without even possibly knowing their policies or how they view things, and that was insane. That was absolutely insane.
But it's also after watching after watching something like Roe versus Wade be overturned in a state like Texas in 2021, we're still discussing whether or not women can have control and make decisions about their bodies in 2021 should just really be a massive alert to everyone in our generation to continue to be active around the things that are important. And I mean, especially with racial relations the way that they are right now, this video emerging is like, all right, if y'all don't get him out of here, somebody got to get him out of here. Like,
I do want to say shout out to the Scream Man, if you can find it, shout out to the clinic in Texas that denied Candace Owens a COVID test because they was like, bitch, you out here spreading false narratives any motherfucking way.
Yeah, like you selling misinformation. So what we gonna do is inform you properly that you are not gonna have access to this motherfucking clinic.
Nah, but and again, I hate what's going on in Texas, but basically she was there for some sort of political conference, and of course to go into the conference they have to be administered COVID test. And the clinic was just like, no ma'am. She actually did post the letter and said that, oh my God, I just received an email from a COVID testing facility. I don't know, because Candace Owens is Candace Owens. I mean, she just...
the fact that you tried to give black, a white lady voice on this.
Because she is a white woman. Candace Owens is a white woman.
She's in blackface. We just got to call her Karen at this point. Karen Owens.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is not a hot take. I would much rather just give her to the whites. I would take Rachel Dolezal. Let her come over to us, and let's give the whites Candace Owens. Okay.
We'll take back Stacey Dash.
No, we won't.
I'm just joking. I'm just
We're not taking Stacey Dash back.
No. We're going to leave her in the All Falls Down video where we saw her and loved her
Her
last.
ass looked really good in that
That was the
dress.
last time we loved her.
And in Clueless.
Yeah, well,
Did
we loved her in Clueless. We
but
did.
All Falls Down video was after Clueless.
Yeah, but that was the last time we loved her.
The last.
You know they're supposed to be making a series based on her character from
You're
Clueless.
lying.
Yeah.
That's great. I would love that.
I don't think she's
Not
gonna
with
be
her,
in
right?
it.
No. It'll be based
I don't
on
think anyone's working with her
Dion.
at this point,
She
but
was
it's based on
fire.
Dion.
She was.
Dion and Lisa Turtle in the 90s. Y'all was not
Yeah.
gonna find better fashion on TV shows. And Hillary Banks. I will say.
Yes, Hillary
Yes,
did what
yes,
Hillary
yes.
needed to do. No, but it was great. If y'all look it up, Candace did post the email that they received and her response to them.
Rabid activist declining to give me a test. She clearly isn't stable enough to work in health.
She posted it as if people were gonna boycott this facility. Like, you do know that people still need to get tested.
That
right?
part.
So what's
Right,
the point?
right.
This isn't a lunch spot.
Sis, you are right. They didn't fuck up your eggs, baby.
Well,
girl.
okay. Well, Candace needs to
Like-
just go ahead and take her ass to urgent care and something that's open for the public and not trying to go to a private facility. I did though want to get off of kind of the darkness in that
Yes.
of all these conversations and get into kind of what Fashion Week was like for y'all this week. Because listen, it was Fashion Week. And my motherfucking raggedy ass took my ass right down to Atlanta. I said, bye, New York. Y'all have fun. So I didn't get to go to any of the parties. I didn't experience it. So I would love for y'all to let people know if they missed out on anything, what it was like. Is it mixy? There was just a lot going on.
I
with Fashion Week.
only go to things that J.Ryan invites me to. I don't go to anything else. Mainly because I realized, especially over the last 2 years, how much social anxiety I actually really have around people that I don't know, around being in spaces that I'm not familiar with. I realize it's not for me. It's not a comfortable thing.
Which show was the biggest ticket on y'all's docket this week?
Pretty Little Thing.
Pretty Little Thing with Tiana Taylor.
I think Tiana Taylor collaboration.
Yes.
I love it. Who performed? That's
Lil Durk.
Okay, I was gonna say that, but
He did
listen.
so good too.
I was impressed. I was
Yeah.
impressed. I
Wait,
really
you were
was.
impressed? You didn't expect much from Durk?
No, I don't expect much from any of the Lils ever, other than Lil Wayne.
I'm gonna be honest
Okay.
with you, because rappers nowadays, they don't perform. They
don't.
just walk.
Okay. Lil Durk gave a 1-2 count?
It was just how he came out. It was just, he actually had energy in his performance. And I think that rappers nowadays don't have energy. They literally hold the mic here and they just walk around. And
Or they're
he
yelling,
came out-
or they're yelling into the mic, and you don't understand what the fuck they saying over their track, and you're
Yes.
like, "This is my head hurts. This is not good."
I love the subway theme that she did. I love as well too.
It was all about New York culture, which was great
it was
because
beautiful.
she had the subway dancers come out and do Showtime.
She
by
was
the
so
way, we do not
hands-on
really
with
like them.
every detail.
We don't in real life, but
In real
they were
life.
great on the stage.
Sir,
on the
when
subway.
I had a motherfucking job and I'm coming home from a long day at my accounting job, the last thing I want to hear, it's showtime. Bitch,
You know what's
they have
crazy?
the music blasting and then
Doing
wait,
somersaults
doing somersaults.
Y'all
on
are
the
tripping.
rails.
Being from LA, and I think because
Of course, y'all love that
it's
shit.
very rare that I take a subway in general. 'cause
That's true.
I
That's
am
true.
an Uber person for sure. But when I have taken it with friends
Yeah.
that know how to take it, I enjoy that shit. I actually leave a tip. I'm like, yeah.
But it's because you don't
go,
live
you're
here.
such
And
a
I'm
good
a
tourist.
content person, so I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, content, New York.
Yes.
Hashtag.
Well, it was great.
You're the reason they
Fashion
keep
Week.
doing it. Thanks, Shay.
It was so great
I
for
believe
this.
in them.
It was so great for this moment though too, right? Because I think New York in general, because of the experience of New York that New York has had with COVID and the pandemic, and how much of a breakdown.
Malibu.
How much of a breakdown there's been just socially? I think it's really cool. It was really cool to see this tribute this way. Plus, the clothes were great. You know what I mean?
The
And-
tribute was fun. I think the clothes were bomb.
Yeah.
What I like about Pretty Little Thing the most is that for this to be New York Fashion Week, we went and got models that weren't your typical fashion
Correct.
I
models.
see. I see that.
We definitely opened the door for new faces and
Yep.
new opportunities. You
Yep.
know?
That's probably one of my favorite things about the fashion world right now. I'm a super big fan of Project Runway and all of that. And so I love that now in fashion, they're giving space to thicker women, shorter women, tatted women, people that literally look like your everyday person.
Yeah.
Right.
And I always love what Tiana does. She's just fucking fire and sexy. So Tiana, you can join us on this couch any motherfucking time, okay?
Yeah, it's just
Yes.
it's really
I like
the level of representation was great. The versatility in the clothes I thought was really good as well. Yes, Tokyo. It was just really cool. And then Junie, she had her daughter come out at the end with her grandparents.
the do-rag.
Oh yeah, she was
with the
owning
do-rag.
the show.
And Junie is a star, so it was really dope to see that as well.
All right, now enough about the shows. What was the parties like? Was the niggas outside? Was it free drinks? Was it giving? Or did I not miss a thing?
Were the niggas outside? I definitely went to a few parties.
I did not.
I don't know. This you did. You came to that.
I went to the one with
for
you,
like
but
2 seconds.
all the men were there for the men.
We went to.
They were not there for me.
This is true.
The men that were like, "Oh, I love your outfit." It wasn't giving like, "Damn, I'd fuck." It was giving like, "Oh, yes, I'd."
Oh, I'd wear
on."
that. Sis, let me borrow it.
Which, by the way, is actually a great compliment. I always feel good when a gay man gives a compliment.
Same. For
sure.
I always do. I
Same.
feel like gay men they're not as quick to lie. They're not as quick to lie to try to get your attention. They will really, if they give you a compliment, they'll be genuine
Gay
about
men
it.
and women, I'll take
Always.
a compliment all day.
Yes.
Which is crazy because yes, we date straight men, but
that's
God,
also because a lot of
compliments don't be given.
But a lot of straight men don't know how to give compliments.
Hell no, it'd be like, oh, I want to fuck you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not a compliment.
You a bad
As many
bitch.
gay men
Excuse me?
were out this
Damn,
week,
that ass
they
look
weren't
fat
the
in
ones
that
I was
dress.
looking for. They were a little too fashionable for me.
Oh yeah.
I need a guy.
Okay.
And I was getting like the high fashion guys this week. It wasn't for me. They looked great.
That's the thing I think about Fashion Week is that people really come out and they throw everything that's their most high end on, and it's kind of annoying. It's
I think what people forget about Fashion Week is that you're supposed to take risk and go left with something.
Right.
Russell Westbrook wore a skirt.
Yeah.
Do you know
dress.
what's crazy about that?
And the crazy
Everyone
thing is,
sent that to my DM.
I feel like he did Fashion Week the way Fashion Week was supposed to be done. But I think because everybody just goes to a high-end designer store and buys the fucking mannequin and think, oh, this is fashion because it's Gucci or it's Dior. That's not the case. He actually took a risk as a masculine basketball player.
right.
And wore it, and now he's getting like all these like masculine dudes coming like, oh, you're gay. Like, what y'all don't realize, that man is from LA and he will whoop your ass.
I've always
he is
thought
a certified fighter.
Like Russell is
And
a real
he is a real
one.
nigga.
You gotta be
Yeah,
careful. Like
he's not somebody to play with, but I think he did fashion the way Fashion Week was supposed to do.
Kid Cudi also was spotted out in a skirt as
absolutely.
well.
I love him.
And I believe
He looked
Jadena
great.
was in a dress. So I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of the men this week wore skirts, and we actually got into this on another episode about men wearing skirts. It's just like let people wear what the fuck
And
they want to wear.
it's not a gay thing because I'm a gay man and I wouldn't wear a skirt personally, but I just think that this for Fashion Week worked.
right.
I don't think Russell's just wearing dresses on a regular day.
No.
It's Fashion Week. He got the press that he was supposed to get.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But also, I wouldn't mind men wearing skirts because that's easier access for
All
me.
right.
I'm just saying, easy access. I love it. I'm here for it. Maybe not, like you said, maybe not an everyday thing, but
Yeah.
for an event, why not?
for
Have fun.
Fashion Week where you're
Have
supposed to
fun.
get spotlighted and
Right.
seen,
Yeah.
like he did it. And I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't see too much press about anyone this week. Like, I don't
No,
think
I didn't either.
Fashion Week's not what it used to be
No.
back in the days when it was Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week.
Right.
I think
yeah,
it
but
is-
you also have baby mamas of rappers sitting front row. I think that that's so different from like it used to be.
And Larry David.
You know what I mean? Like it used to be a
This
thing.
is my favorite video that I've seen all
It
week.
used to be a thing to even who was sitting front row at these shows, and you literally have Instagram models and baby mamas of athletes getting those front row seats next to like a fucking Anna
because
Wintour.
unfortunately,
what is going
they're
on?
the ones who get the press now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Social media leveled the playing field. Like the everyday famous person is no longer famous.
Right.
Like you can be famous, but shit, I got followers too. What's up?
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
It's true.
And it did. It leveled the playing field. And it's like, it's a bittersweet thing because it's like people that you were so excited for back in the days, you're not anymore because, but those people used to also be assholes. And now you look at them like, cool, what's up? We the same.
Right.
Matter of fact, I make more money than you just posting on social media.
Right.
And you have to go do a whole acting job.
Right.
Not a whole acting job.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
very
think
true.
of it that way. You're right.
Influencers are making way more money than actual entertainers.
Right.
That are like trained. The only difference is entertainers do have a work ethic.
Right.
And influencers don't. They don't. They didn't get media trained.
Right.
They didn't go to acting classes or any of that. Like they don't know how to do the whole press thing. But unfortunately, they sell.
Right.
They can post and sell. So they're making millions of dollars just posting and doing their own thing. Whereas these people have to go and do a whole acting job for the same price.
Right.
Do you feel like that because influencers are lazy, some influencers are lazy, I won't say all, because some of my friends are influencers and they make a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And they're not lazy by any means. Like my homegirl literally carries a whole tripod, her ring light. She travels with a whole kit to film content everywhere she goes. She's got a lens for her phone to be able to film.
Much work.
It's a lot of work. And I mean, you and I know from doing some social media campaigns as well, a lot of that stuff requires a lot of creative, intuitive, innovative thought. Like you can't just take a picture in something and post it and get paid. It doesn't work that way. But do you think that it's worked in the favor of the brands for that? Or do you feel like the influencers are now, because there's so many and they're a dime a dozen, do you feel like that works well for the brand, or do you feel like it just works well for the influencer?
I think it works well for both. It works well in terms of sales because like, for instance, we can hire celebrities to come to our events.
Right.
And that's where you get your press, because the thing is influencers aren't getting press the same way that celebrities are getting press. However, in terms of posting and getting sales, you do make the sales off of them. Now, the attitudes are a little bit different because you would think that the celebrity had more attitude. But because, like I said, they're trained in being relationship builders,
right?
Versus the influencer where everything is just handed to them. So they don't know work. They're just like, it's not paid enough. I'm good. Or they don't want to do, like they're not
good at relationship building.
Yeah, they don't know how to relationship build. And then it's like you walk away hating them. Like, I never want to work with them again. Like that's genuinely how you end up feeling. But yeah, you definitely like get sales off of them because their fan base. I didn't know it until I went to BeautyCon for the first time. And at the time I was managing Karuchi.
Yeah.
And we went and she was considered the celebrity there. And all these other kids were YouTubers, makeup tutorial YouTubers.
Right.
And I just remember the crowd going crazy for them.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at these people like, who the hell are any of them?
Right.
and
that's happened to me
people
several
are in the crowd
times.
crying, talking about, oh my God, I just relate to you. I had bad acne and I had this and you taught me how to just, and that makes sense. Because entertainers are glorified, but it's like you don't relate to them.
They're not relatable.
You
right.
don't relate to them.
We've
Whereas
talked about that a lot.
You relate to. You feel like, oh, I'm like them. I feel like them, which is why fast fashion, like Pretty Little Thing, such a big thing because people that are watching Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner, they can't afford to wear Balmain and everything that they're wearing.
Right.
But you hire Kim or Kylie to be in Pretty Little Thing, oh, now I can dress like them. I can afford the whole collection.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why those brands work, and that's why those brands are killing off the high fashion brands.
But also, I think it's really worked against the celebrities that are personable, that have been media trained, because now their niceness is kind of going to waste. You know what I mean? Like now I look at other artists and celebrities that I know that I'm like, damn, you always so humble, always so sweet. But it hasn't worked out for them in their favor.
Yes and no. Because like, for instance, I'm friends with Christina Milian and I feel like she is such a relationship builder.
Yeah.
I feel like Christina will have a long career. Her career will last past.
Because she's nice to people.
Every influencer, even in old age, because she's built relationships with studios and she's nice to people.
She's nice to
her
people.
acting career will just flourish. So I think that, like I said, the relationship building in the long scheme of things will work.
I think that people
because Karuchi's the same. Karuchi's the same. She remembers people's names. She talks to people.
I'm so bad with names.
Yeah,
I'm good with faces and I'm bad with names. But I will tell somebody like, I remember you. I know you, but what's your name?
But I mean, even what you're saying, just to even make it relatable to our audience listening, like the same thing works in a corporate setting.
Right.
It works in business. I know even when I was in college, like joining the different clubs was important. Becoming a member of different clubs. Like I was a part of the National Association of Black Accountants. I credit that, being a member there, for the reason why I got into a Big Four firm. You know what I mean? And it's literally just meeting people and asking them to be your mentors, or saying, hey, let me take you for a coffee. When you're working in a building, learning the people that work on different floors, because as you work somewhere even, guess what's the easiest way to switch into another fucking role or position? Internal referral or someone being able to move you inside. So instead of just showing up as yourself, you do need to work on relationship building in all aspects of your life, 100%.
Yeah. I do feel like that influencers are excited to be in the same room as celebrities, though.
Yeah.
And I think that celebrities aren't as welcoming, not all are welcoming to influencers, which also plays a role in their attitude later on.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I would agree.
Because I think influencers walk in and they're so excited to see this person and they're just like, I'm good. I don't want to be a part of your YouTube. Like,
or they don't, or
like Zayn Malik and what's the one that be boxing? The big influencer, Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Yeah, there was like a situation where they were at the same hotel and Jake Paul wanted to take a picture with Zayn and he was like, I'm good. And Gigi Hadid was like, we don't want to hang out with you and your stupid YouTube friends.
Not your stupid YouTube
You and your stupid YouTube
But also
YouTube
you have
friends.
to understand that too. Like, if I take a picture with you or you film me, you're going to go and make money off of my likeness and me being shown on your YouTube.
Yeah, but that's the job. You're a celebrity.
Right.
Just last night, Conor McGregor got into a fight with MGK because he asked him for a photo.
Oh, is that why he threw the drink at him?
Yes.
That was why he got in a fight?
Oh, that's so messy.
He said no to the photo.
Well, let's get into that because outside of Fashion Week, it was VMAs.
Right.
And there's a whole lot to talk about with the goddamn VMAs.
Yeah.
Yes, there
and
is.
we love some music. So did y'all want to start with the winners or the performances?
I didn't watch it because I was too busy getting ready to go out, but I saw some of the performances as I was getting dressed.
Yeah.
I will say that I was in love with, of course, not only Doja Cat hosting it, but her performance was beautiful. Normani killed it as well. She brought out Tiana Taylor and did like a whole...
Oh, she did some freaky stuff, which I'm so... Tiana's my girl.
Yes.
Shout out to T.
We love
And
TT.
I love Normani. She's such a sweet girl. But I do have to question that Lil Nas X did a performance that was very risque, and a lot of people had a lot to say about like the gayness in it. And
nobody had
this
anything
is
to say
gay.
about this.
This is gay.
gayness.
Normani and Tiana Taylor.
This is a tribute to Janet Jackson, but
Correct.
everyone knows that Janet used to play on a lot of lesbian stuff.
Yeah. Janet and Madonna.
Yes.
They love that.
And so I'm just waiting for T.I. and Boosie to come out the woodworks and tell us how gay this is, because there's so many young women that are trying to be straight out here. And this, I want to know, were the kids watching this? I haven't
Not
seen
trying to be
any of the
straight.
comments yet. Boosie, where are you?
Right.
I need to know how your daughter felt about this.
Did you wake up thinking about your daughter eating pussy the way you woke up thinking about Lil Nas X sucking dick?
Right. While these young men are trying to be straight. I didn't know you had to try to be straight, by the way. I didn't know you had to try to be straight. I thought you were just straight. If you had to try to be straight, then you gotta question
You might be
yourself.
somewhere else on the spectrum, sir.
You may have to try Jesus on that.
T.I., you are the voice of the people. Where is the commentary? I need to hear this. What was your feelings on this? Look, her pussy is in Tiana's face.
Yes.
Like,
it was.
literally. And these are my girls. I loved it.
And it's box to box. Look at it.
Look,
It's
Box
great.
to
They are
box.
scissoring
Lap
on
dance.
stage,
On
guys.
stage.
I love it. I love it.
You know what's crazy though too, and you're right, the uproar, because what Lil Nas X's performance kind of brought me to, even with all the dancers, was much of the WAP performance.
Yep.
Yes.
Which did get uproar for sexuality, but I love seeing
But not
Lil Nas X
not from our culture though.
It wasn't.
No.
No, it
Not
was from
from
the
our
whites.
culture at
It was
all.
from the crackers, yes. But I really love how he performed. He also was one of the very few that didn't lip sync the whole time.
Yeah.
He went out and was, I guess because it's rapping. Rappers don't need to lip sync.
I
No.
genuinely
A lot of
feel like-
rappers still lip sync and it's
Yeah.
annoying.
Really?
as fuck.
They do,
Yes.
because their voices don't sound like the actual track. so
Because
that's
they're
why
also
they need
out
to
of
lip sync.
breath. So
But
they can't rap all
what I
those
feel
words
about
and
him
move
is,
around at once.
I feel like Lil Nas X is driven by the fact that they always have something to say.
100%.
So he is legit a troller.
Right.
And I feel like the more they say, the more he's going to troll deeper and deeper and deeper. He's
Correct.
like I live for it. And I'm not even like a fan of his music, but I live for the fact that he's just like, oh, y'all got something to say? Let me give you something else. I'm pregnant now.
Oh, so y'all was mad that I was gay? Now I'm pregnant.
Now
What's
I'm
up?
pregnant. Like,
And I'm so glad he redid the shower scene because that was my favorite part of the whole video. Which, by the way, this Montero song did win Video of the Year.
Great. And I loved
I wanted to, could you pull up what he went against? Because this video seems so new to already have Video of the Year.
Well,
but what it was, I think it's just the artisticness and the fact that he made this video so quick in the midst of everybody talking all the shit about the gayness.
Right.
And I generally don't think this boy is that gay. I think he is being that gay as a troll. Yes. Troll. Right. Genuinely, I think he's being this gay. He's like, cool, I'm just going to give you gayer.
I know that's right. He did beat out Cardi B and Meg for WAP, DJ Khaled and Drake Popstar, Doja Cat and SZA Kiss Me More, Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits, and The Weeknd, Save Your Tears. So
I can't believe they gave Artist of the Year to Bieber.
You can't?
No.
I guess because he
Shout
only had
out to all my brothers. It's because he shouted out all the brothers.
No, it's because we didn't. We still didn't need no other body.
No,
we still didn't need no other body.
So this is the thing.
It's because he put Martin Luther King on his album.
Because that song is amazing. But that song didn't hit number one until he got on it. And I hate to say, Wizkid should have hit number one without Bieber on it. But it didn't go number one until Bieber got on it.
Really?
That's the fucked up part about it.
But that's also why I'm sure that's why he did it.
Unfortunately, some can say we didn't need him, but Wiz should have got number one already, and this put him at number one. So
but
shout out to Bieber.
Let's not colonize our songs for a number one.
No, and I'm not saying to colonize it, but I'm just saying like it did finally get number one.
But a lot of people do.
And
nobody
they do.
But nobody.
Lil Nas X pulled Jack Harlow onto that record to make it way more mainstream.
Jack Harlow is of the culture.
Jack Harlow has zero pigment, zero melanin, and is from Kentucky.
He's from Kentucky.
What I love about Jack Harlow is
I like Jack Harlow.
He's newer and he took a chance by doing this video. Because what other rapper would have got on?
Well, we did learn that Lil Nas X actually did have a video last year with Nas, and
he did a record with Nas,
and we didn't even know that they
we
did
had to
that
look
together.
that up. But also, it's not as big of a record. This was a huge record. So they have Jack Harlow's contribution is still that of the same caliber of contribution that Justin Bieber did for Essence.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I will say that part is annoying. But to me, Artist of the Year was Doja Cat. And y'all gonna have to start putting some respect on that bitch's name.
100%.
Because the level of music that she puts out, the caliber of music that she puts out, the caliber of performances that she's given y'all, the production behind all of her stage performances. I mean, you could look at as the VMAs host this year, look at the costume changes that she had throughout the night.
I love her.
She is a star.
She didn't give SZA time to speak last night, though.
No,
I didn't realize that. And SZA,
damn.
I felt like I was just waiting for her to say something. And Doja was like,
you know what I love about Doja too is that her first album, literally, she went through and damn near every song became a single.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the idea that even when you first listened to the album, it was like, okay, I see, it's different, it's cute. The fact that once she put visuals to it and put it in radio, you completely heard the song and saw the song differently. Like, damn, you really turned damn near a whole album into top singles.
Mind you, she's a person that the culture technically canceled, and yet she was just like,
well, she wasn't.
I'm uncanceling myself, so fuck y'all.
Well, more importantly than that, she wasn't looking for acceptance from the culture.
Yeah,
she wasn't looking for validation from the culture. So the people that embraced her is the Justin Bieber pop fans, and that's why I feel like she deserved Artist of the Year, because not only did she come back from that level of adversity and scrutiny from. From us. I was going to say from her own people.
Bitch, from us.
From her own people, which is us. And Mandii and I in particular, because we're the mixed girl coalition out here. So, you know, she definitely came back from that rejection, but her artistic contribution to music at this point is undeniable.
Yeah.
Visually, every single music video has been insanely produced and well done. And I just feel like she's given us way more this year than Bieber. Way more.
Idea too that she got the hosting. She's first off performed at every award show over the last 2 years.
Yes.
And
every single show. And
then to also perform and host and win, like,
she's genuinely nice and a good. I worked with her when we did a deal with her with Pretty Little Thing as well.
Yes, I know. That collection sold out real fast.
Yeah, I was on set.
I was pissed.
I was pissed.
And yeah, she was genuinely like a fun person to work with. Like, she wasn't like that woman that was like, oh, I don't want anybody near my dressing room, or I don't want this. Like, we were all in the dressing room. Like, just met her and we were like Kiki and cutting up. She was fun.
I like that.
I like her.
Yeah. I like that.
I'm just like, Song of the Year? Who is Olivia Rodrigo? Who is that girl?
Yeah,
I've never heard that song.
The thing is, when we say we never heard of people, because remember that one year that what was the girl that won in the Grammys that nobody heard of that one time?
That happens every year.
No, but it was like, damn, what was this girl's
every year.
name?
Casey Musgraves? Because
Y'all know this song?
she won
Never
like
heard of
album
her.
of the year.
Musgraves.
Yeah, she's a country artist.
Oh.
What the
fuck
fuck? This will
is-
make me cry.
But this is the song
This
of
is
the
song
year.
of the year.
Oh, she won Song of the Year?
Yes.
She won. That's
to
why I
this
said
song.
I've never heard the song. Forget her. I don't have to know anything about her. I've never heard this song.
Is it from a movie or something?
We should find out.
What song did it go against?
WAP.
What else?
Let's look at what else it went against.
That is
Scream
not
Man. Can
giving.
we pull
Scream
up what
Man,
else?
Yeah, can you go back to that?
What other Leave the Door Open?
Oh.
BTS? And no shade.
Yeah.
I'm not a K-pop fan. But this song beat out a BTS record? Dua Lipa?
Yeah, nah, bro. And she actually won Best New Artist.
Hold on. It beat out
Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
Right. Well, and that song came out in the summer.
A little bit later, yeah.
A little bit later.
WAP should have for sure
But
won.
Mood though? What 24 karat gold featuring Ian Dior?
That song
Mood.
was a
Yeah.
good song.
That's in every commercial that I've seen all year long. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't.
And she beat out 24 Karat Gold, Giveon, The Kid Laroi, Polo G, and Sweetie for Best New Artist as well. I mean, maybe this is what I. Oh
Maybe
damn!
she's
Wait,
bigger
she
than what
also
we
won
know.
Push Performance of the Year.
She's bigger than what we know.
She's
then.
bigger
That's
than
what
what.
it is.
Yeah,
We're just,
Has to
she's
be.
just not on our radar.
Has to be
Wait,
then.
Parks, you know
We're
her?
just
He said,
missing.
yeah.
Oh, for real?
We just don't know
Okay,
because we're not listening to her music.
the white
no,
man
I
helped
just-
us. Parks was like, no, she's a big
Yeah.
Okay, well, so BTS won Group
Really?
of the Year. That
Oh.
makes sense.
Okay, sorry, we only speaking from the culture.
No,
Apparently,
and that's the
No,
crazy
no,
thing.
no. But that's what I'm saying. I listen to music. I have never heard her
Have
songs.
you listened to any of Madison Beer's music?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The crazy thing is I know Madison Beer because we work with her in fashion, but
Yeah.
I don't know any of her songs. I didn't realize until I went on her page that she had all this music out.
She was an artist before she was anything else.
So I knew that, but it took forever for her
Yeah.
music to come out. So I just didn't know that she was as big
I listen.
right now.
I really try and make it a
musically.
point because I work on music for syncs and licensing now. So in my mind, I'm always listening to the stuff
The
that's
subtle
in
flex is
commercials.
brought to you by-
I'm looking for things that that music supervisors pick for TV shows and stuff like that. So I've heard of Olivia Rodrigo, but I didn't know that her music was that big.
I
Do you know
haven't
what
even
I mean?
heard of her.
Me neither.
Congrats to her.
Congrats to that
she won
woman.
a lot.
I don't know that woman. I don't know that woman. She
killed
could
it
be
last
walking
night.
by me. I wouldn't even
And
know.
they did best collaboration to me, as much as we don't like him, should have been Peaches. Should have been Justin Bieber.
For sure.
That should have been
I
best
like him.
collaboration.
You said as much as we don't like him, I like him a lot.
I mean, you
I
like
got
her?
my peaches out in Georgia.
Peaches was amazing.
Yeah, it was
Peaches was amazing, and it was actually
Oh, not Bridget giving us vocals.
you know that was written by the Cherished Sisters.
Yes.
Wait, was it? And I hated them on the show.
For real?
They showed their ass.
Yeah, they did show that.
They
But it
showed
was made
their
for
ass.
good. It was made for good
It was
TV.
good- it was good
But
TV.
they are good producers and writers. Because did you listen to the album after it came out? After the
The
show?
album was good.
The album was actually good.
Yeah, I mean, it was
The album was
good.
album was
good.
good.
I said, you know what? I like this.
I didn't like the
this.
name. For y'all that
Blueprint?
don't know what we're talking about, we're talking Blueprint
It
for
was BET's Encore.
Yes.
Yes.
And what's crazy about that too is I know we got talked some shit, but y'all, they went from 9 members to 4.
To 4.
So us being down to 2, hey, that's
But
not
I'm
that
gonna
bad to
say,
me.
You had to give it to
We
Keely
doing all right
Williams
over
to,
here.
to jump in the group last minute.
I loved Keely
Learn
for
all
that.
those moves and get on all the records. I'm starting
Let's
to
not
say,
get it fucked
as much
up.
as y'all can talk shit about her, the fact that she caught on
Yeah.
to all those dance moves.
Sis showed up at the tail end in
Yeah.
the midnight hour.
Homegirl from Toto didn't do none of the dance moves, and she was in rehearsal every day.
Listen, Pam just wanted her one feature on that gospel song, and she said y'all could go out here talking about hoeing and
Pam
shit.
was
I'm not
doing it for the
singing that
Lord, and
shit.
that was it. She was not giving y'all nothing else.
Praise
she was there
Jesus.
for,
Mind
she was
you,
there
I
for the
found
Lord
out that
only.
she only wrote her one verse.
That's it.
That was it.
That's it.
The sisters wrote the whole song and produced it.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So
they
it really
produced,
wasn't her
and wrote a
song.
lot of the stuff, but
Yeah.
listen, the show itself really, I mean, I always love Keely. Keely is a cut. I love Keely so much. She's funny as shit. But I really do also love Nivea. That show really made me love Nivea.
I hated that Nivea left. And
Me too.
What But what I liked about it was Nivea was a solo artist.
Yes,
Nivea said, like,
she
I was
was.
never in a music
I
I
video.
was
like
never
groups.
gonna be with y'all's group, but I came for the entertainment.
And she was funny as hell.
Well, if we're talking about two people that were in groups that are going solo,
Look at
or
you,
that were-
segue.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave the VMA conversation
Yeah.
without talking about Chloe Bailey.
Yes, Lord.
Chloe Bailey. That's how we started this week's episode. And yes, it's a new song.
Chloe Bailey
So-
is from the school of Beyonce, child.
Yeah.
That's what it was
She has
giving.
graduated from the College of Beyonce. This is House of Darion, sorority house. She
It is.
Yes, it's
It
giving
was
all the
giving
things that it needs to
everything.
give.
I loved it. I do also want to say fuck everyone on Twitter who wanted to make this about a tampon string. So apparently, yes. And I'm just like, first off, she's a grown ass woman. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
We all get periods once we in motherfucking elementary school.
but also, she doing all of this on
bro,
her period.
Right, she might-
bro.
And she might not have even had a period. She might have just was protected just in case.
Okay, see, you don't even know what you're
I don't.
talking about.
I was like,
We
no,
not
no.
just shoving
In case-
tampons in our
just in case
vagina.
it showed up.
I'm gonna let you know first hand with the uterus
please.
that
We don't walk around with tampons.
we don't put
just
tampons
because.
in just in case something might drip out. That's not how it works.
That was cute though. You tried.
It's like you don't put a tub stopper in the tub.
But
just
you know,
in case.
MTV is also known for just having these moments to be talked about. Maybe
Right.
they placed it there on purpose.
So I don't think it was placed there on purpose. As someone, you know, again, I don't like the word feminism. Again, we all have a period, and some of us don't for medical reasons or whatever the case may be. But this is a part of womanhood. So I hate the fact that literally on Twitter it was trending. Like Chloe, it was Chloe VMA tampon. And literally there's threads and threads of people discussing a fucking tampon string as if we're not all fucking adults.
Well,
I will say she did dance her ass off.
More
though. Goddamn.
importantly than that, people just want to find anything and any reason to tear women down and talk nasty about a woman who is literally just performing in an outstanding way, and especially black women. Black women are not allowed to do this kind of shit ever. People just cannot let black women live, and it's annoying. It's
Not
annoying.
only black women, you know what they also said about Chloe?
What?
They was saying that this was giving Illuminati. And I
mean,
want
they
to know,
say
do y'all
that about
believe? Do y'all
everyone.
believe in the Illuminati?
No.
No,
I was never one of those people that was like,
it's not a real thing.
yeah.
I'm not gonna
in my
lie.
head.
The videos on YouTube will have you thinking.
Yeah, I have
a rabbit
friends.
hole to get
I have
into.
friends that like dig deep into Feffy's.
Yeah.
I've never been. I just don't care personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean,
the thing is, there is artistic stuff. Even with Lil Nas X and the devil worshiping thing.
That's what
like
right.
they'll try to say that's Illuminati and then what was that Shinsia right
Yes.
after
Yep.
like. I'm like, wasn't it a volcano? Like, but see, I could look past.
You said, wasn't it a volcano?
Volcano? Like,
Hey, and we
how
all.
is that hell?
Hey, this is hell
But
on earth. To be
hello?
honest with you, we in a whole goddamn panorama, and this shit is the ghetto.
I think
hate
because
it.
of how she started, it did look a little witchcraftish, like worshiping something. But what I like about her, it's gonna sound bad, is that she does look like she's trying hard. It doesn't look like effortless. But I love that
Okay.
about her because
Me
I
too.
do feel like she's young and still growing. It's not like she's like so smooth that it is Beyonce, but
Right.
she is like even in her YouTube or her Instagram videos, it does look like she's trying hard.
She's working
but
really
I
hard
love
at this,
I love
yeah.
that about it. Like I'm standing here with her, like yeah, girl, keep trying. Like you get in there.
but to be
her-
honest-
she is vocally dope.
And
She's
early
vocally
on,
talented as fuck.
even early Beyonce, when she was in Destiny's Child, we got to see a lot of the behind the scenes work that went into it. And
Yes.
during that time period, I think that was when people really fell in love with her at first, because it was like, damn, so you on the Stairmaster for an hour every single day, regardless of dance rehearsal, regardless of, even if you eat nothing, you doing it every night. You on the treadmill for an hour, like on heels for an hour, like the level of discipline and training that it takes, I think, to get to this point. And again, what we see, you know, and we talked about it with a lot of the newer rappers. We don't see a lot of new rappers giving that performance value and caliber, except artists like Tyler, the Creator,
Yeah.
or Travis Scott or Cudi, you know what I mean,
Right.
who really are giving you like 150% every time they touch the stage. And Kendrick as well. You know what I mean? I think, and Drake now too. I think Drake has really stepped his performance shit up, and he's now doing Wireless in the UK was last week. And so watching their performances, they're jumping all around the stage, and it's a lot. It takes a lot of stamina. It takes a lot to be able to
Yeah.
give and exert that energy. And it's dope to me to see more young women doing it, especially.
She found her sexy.
Yeah, she found her sexy,
And I
especially
think
a girl
people
that
don't like that she found her sexy.
No, that's the
and
problem.
There's
because
nothing
people
wrong with
still
that.
want to control women.
The reason that I
Say
feel
it,
like
say it.
hers is, it works so well because her sister is so the opposite person, and her sister is standing by her like, yes,
And they walk in holding
they're
hands, best
and that's what I'm
friends.
saying. So
Yes.
it's like, I feel like she's on the right path.
The one thing
too.
I will say that I miss though about female artists is that every female artist now has a thong on and a onesie and is twerking on the stage. And maybe that's the auntie in me, but I miss
You sound so auntie right now.
I
It
do
is.
no, but I miss the Sierra. Like there's only a couple girls that are giving choreo. Doja's giving choreo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Normani.
Tinashe, Normani, they're giving choreo. And this performance with Chloe is also giving choreo. But
It's giving Beyonce.
it's giving I mean, it's giving choreo, but it's giving more ass than it is giving choreo, if we're being honest. And so
Well, that's
and there's
the
nothing
sample.
wrong. I
Booty.
know there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, as a woman, as a fan, especially because I love this fucking record, I do want to see more girls branch out and own their sexuality and own who they are, like Chloe, and also give the dance. Y'all give dance. I love it. I want to see more dance. Because we grew up on Janet, you know what I'm saying? Like
And
we grew up on
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, like we grew up on
Yeah.
dance. Like I miss some of those elements, but I guess the background dance is given
I was
because
about
these
to
boys
say,
and these
I'm
Letterman jackets,
fine.
they putting in the work.
I'm also fine with the ass.
They put in the work.
I'm cool seeing just some twerking and some shaking and some dropping it low, and this is cute.
I do miss choreography though.
Yeah, like,
I do
I miss
like high intensity performances.
Yeah.
You know why I don't? You get it every week with a new ticker tacker. Like
That's not
That's choreography.
We're not talking about
That is choreography. You get it on the TikTok every goddamn week, and that's what everybody doing. Everybody doing it.
Well, shit, they should have did it here.
Not the-
She could have given us a little
Right, a little TikTok, right?
Hey, y'all, we're back because this week we are paid. And we want to let you know that this week's episode, y'all, is brought to you by Xfinity. HBCUs are more. They are more than a band, more than a football team, more than Greek life, and more than an education.
That's right. Historically, Black colleges and universities are a place to become, a legacy with a heritage of more than 180 years of producing some of the nation's top scholars, politicians, athletes, entertainers, and individuals. Xfinity understands and celebrates all of this with a collection of TV shows, movies, documentaries, and music that captures the Black college experience.
That's right, guys. Just say HBCU into your Xfinity voice remote. Best of all of this is included in your Xfinity service. That's right, y'all. From the yard to the end zone, the classroom to the front house, Xfinity has the HBCU experience covered. So guys, restrictions do apply. They are not available in all areas, and this does require Xfinity TV and on demand. Separate charges apply to on demand and certain streaming services. Now we're going to get back to this show, and since we're talking about TV,
Yeah, we here now.
Let's talk about
y'all
it.
saw it. Y'all know I want to talk about it. Because we done talked about a lot of gay shit already this episode. So let's just get into it with Raven.
Raven.
What's her song again? Because I be messing
That's
up all
so
Raven.
Raven.
That's what I thought.
You know, her
But
her
no.
bringing this up is so Raven.
But you know what's crazy? I asked you that because here I go. We were recording a Patreon episode. By the way, if you haven't yet joined our Patreon, we have a lot more dope content
Oh my
there.
gosh,
But
it's so
we
good.
were talking about Brandy. This was on the episode with Ray. And she brought up Moesha. And why I started singing Moesha like Moesha. No, like Taina.
And I literally had to stop her and be like, no, that's Taina.
Wrong jingle.
Wrong jingle.
Wrong.
Right.
I'm a 90s baby for sure. I started singing Taina, bitch.
Taina was my shit.
I love
You
Taina.
feel me? What happened to her?
Christina got married. She's in LA.
Now you know her real name. That's
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to say,
we used to go. She used to go to She used to go to one. She used to go to one church. I hate you.
Damn, Bridget.
I thought we were talking
You
about
just flexing on her ass.
I mean, I wasn't at the wedding, but I know she got married.
Is
Well,
she still
guys,
singing?
I don't know. She was singing in church. That was how I met her.
Raven was
praise the
singing
Lord.
too at one point in time. But Raven-Symone, guys, says that she declined Disney's offer to make her character a lesbian in Raven's Home, which is the reboot to That's So Raven. Disney reportedly gave her the option to make Raven Baxter a lesbian for the That's So Raven reboot, Raven's House, and she said that she declined. Raven-Symone who came out as a lesbian in 2013 after the legalization of same-sex marriage, revealed during the recent appearance on the Pride podcast that Disney Channel executives asked whether she was interested in having her Raven-Symone character identify as lesbian in the reboot. This is what she said. You want to read what she said?
No.
Look,
No,
you just
we don't even need
because
to read what she said.
You
I grew up loving Raven.
Okay.
I grew up loving Raven, but I also feel like Raven is like the most in the closet, out the closet person in this industry.
Isn't she the same person that said she's not black or she's Afro? It's a different sort of.
She said she wasn't from Africa. She's just black.
Illuminati.
No, she's in the Illuminati.
But no, the reason that this story bothered me is because I feel like for Disney to take a chance and offer that is a big deal. Now, had she come to them and said, I want to be a lesbian couple on this show, and they said no, there'd be this huge fucking protest about how there's no equal rights and this is me and all this stuff. So I felt like if they gave her the option, even if she didn't want to do it, why are you bringing it up?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's honestly how I feel. Like, why bring it up? Like, I feel like they did their part by trying to support you, in my opinion.
I agree with
but
that.
it's also, I think we keep asking for these opportunities of inclusion. And we keep fighting for there to be representation, right? And it's the one thing I will say, I do agree with you that it's annoying that she turned it down, but I will say that I know quite a few people that don't want to be pegged as the representative and for this moment, right? And we talked about this a couple weeks ago about the importance of inclusion, right? And how it's hard to show up as yourself and just exist as yourself versus and do your job versus having to be the token person. So she maybe 100%. Didn't want to come in and be like,
and I agree.
And
with
I'm
you.
Raven, the lesbian black woman. I don't Disney met their quota of inclusion for the year. Like,
I don't think she needed to do it. I just think that it was pointless for you to bring it up. I feel like they offered it. Take it, cool. You didn't want to do it, move on. I didn't feel like you need to bring it up. Because now it's almost like the way it's put out there is almost like they did something wrong. And I feel like they did their part in trying to support the new culture.
And you know what? To be fair, they often talk about this gay agenda in television.
Right.
But it's always as it pertains to men.
Right.
To be fair, the only representation that women who like women have on television film normally is bisexuals.
Yeah.
Right.
And honestly, you go from even in the Spike Lee joint, what was it called?
With Nola Darling.
With Nola Darling. She had
She's Gotta Have It?
She's Gotta Have It. She had all of these male partners and then also had a woman. And then you see, I believe even the character in Michaela Cole's film also was bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
So to be fair, I can't off the top of my head ring a lesbian representation that's on television. And I think that this would have been great because a lot of us grew up on Raven, so we probably would have checked it out.
Right.
May have resonated with us, maybe not. But to also have that younger demo see black lesbianism as it should be portrayed, or again, I just don't see it on television. So I would have thought that she would have been one of the first.
But you know what? As much as I would like to say I'm disappointed, I'm not. Because if I was, I would not necessarily want to know what Raven-Symone's depiction of a lesbian character in this moment is because of who Raven-Symone is. I would not.
Okay.
Her conversations around her own personal relationship with her race and her identity is enough for me to not, like, maybe she's not the one. It's okay. Like, I'm cool with us passing that opportunity to somebody else who is really interested in representing and
Bridget said
speaking
it's giving
for
Stacey Dash.
It's giving
and we could just miss it.
It is, because the thing is,
it's giving I'm not black, I'm African American, maybe kind of sort of, but not today. Like, I don't.
This spinoff has been on air for years.
Yeah.
This isn't like a new spinoff.
Right.
Like, so again, bringing this up now is just so irrelevant.
It's silly. Like, why are we talking about this? If you said no, you said no.
This show has been, the reboot has been going on for years.
I just clearly
and she's
wasn't
just
interested.
now, because we don't watch the Disney Channel like that.
You right. Well, because now it's on an app too. Like, bitch, nobody pay for cable no more. So you got to like get the Disney Plus
You
app.
pay for cable?
I do.
Do you really?
So I tried to get rid of it because I got rid of it because of the way I travel. But then it's like the moment I was home, I was like, ugh.
Oh yeah,
So there's
pandemic
an app that gives you like all the channels.
I heard, but I don't know. I just like turning on the TV and just turning
Having the
to
TV.
it.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
guide on the app.
And so when I called, Really?
It's a lot. The app is a lot. We're not even going to say their name because they should cut a check.
Yeah, they got to cut a check. We want to get paid more.
I remember calling and being like, "Oh, can I have my cable back?" And they were like, "What channels do you want?" I said, "All of them."
You want all of them?
Do you have Netflix on this channel?
You know what's crazy about all of them?
Yes.
That should be like $200 plus a month.
It is.
For the channel.
And I feel like they bill every week because every time I pay, it's like I'm getting a new pop-up like, your bill is due. And I'm like, God damn, I just paid
y'all.
No, what happens is you probably pay it late.
Right.
You probably pay it late.
I do.
I pay it late. I be paying my shit late. So they be coming back 2
But
weeks
you know,
after
they turn
payment.
it right back on as soon as you pay
They
it.
do.
Yeah.
They do.
Listen, I told y'all I only got a few bills on auto pay, but everything else, I just wait till they say they about to cut it off. And then that's when you pay. That's
Right.
it's called balance.
Right.
Okay, now, here we
Hey,
go.
you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Something you might not
That
need
is
it,
correct.
so
That
pay
is
it on time.
correct.
Well, let's go ahead. Y'all know we talked VMAs and that was music, but we always gonna bring the new music to you, baby.
It's time for your favorite segment. It's not mail time. I know you felt like that was going to go there.
Wait.
We got to talk about Steve before we get there.
Were you touched seeing that message?
I was triggered because I felt abandoned, and I feel like you can't just come back in my life. It was like, this is so toxic, Steve.
He's a man. Of course, that's what he would do.
It's just
leave
toxic,
forever,
Steve.
go ghost on us, and then just come back like everything's okay.
What are we talking about?
Steve
From Blue's Clues.
Oh, what happened? I didn't see what happened. I saw
You saw
I
him.
saw something in the media, and then they were talking about somebody else with it too.
So,
Free and AJ or some shit.
yes,
because they owe us an apology too.
They owe us something. Did we ever really get a goodbye at all from
We
them?
all have separation anxiety from all of these people
woke
that we
up one
thought
day
were
and
our
it was
friends
Roxy.
in, are
What
in real
happened to
life.
Free altogether? Because she just vanished.
I know.
No,
We
she
don't. I
still
don't
be
know where
around.
she
She
is.
lives in New York. I just maybe right before pandemic, we sat and played a spades game together
That's 2
at a
years ago.
studio.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's still around.
The world hasn't seen her.
The world hasn't
Yeah,
seen her.
nah, she's still very active on
I've been
social
seeing
media.
AJ at like events and stuff, but I
Yeah.
never see Free.
Yeah,
in
Free
anything.
probably just be chilling, doing her own little thing. Yeah, I mean, I was a fan of Blue's Clues.
Yeah. Mail time. Like, I love Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues was such a great mental checkout for me as
It
a
was
kid.
such an easy show to get tapped
Yeah.
into.
It was good. It was, yeah. And so he posted a video. Steve posted a video.
And what's crazy is I didn't know his son actually took over for him when he
Oh.
left. And now, of course,
I
because
stopped watching. I was like, oh, you're not Steve. Bye.
yeah, no, I think it was his son or maybe his cousin or brother. Maybe his brother. It was his brother, right? So his brother became right after him, and now apparently they have an Asian guy.
So what did he come back and say?
Just a heartfelt message that he just.
It was the
that I wanted to
25th
tell you that I
anniversary.
really couldn't have done all that without your help, because he's been getting he was like, I guess, living his best life, and now he's just so proud of us that we've all become okay, that we're all okay right now. And
Because
he's
we all
happy.
watched this. This was the 25th year anniversary of the show. And
I
clearly
never
that's
forgot
like
you.
3 different generations.
Yo, this
bro.
is a toxic ex coming back. He literally
Wait,
is like,
you want to read?
he literally just came back and said, you guys, you helped me through so much, and while I was gone, I wanted to let you know I never forgot you.
And then just walked off to
Yes!
the side.
I never
Wow.
forgot you.
You know that was given? That was given the character on Sex Life. The man that just wasn't even around for 8 years and was like, but I never stopped loving you. I thought about you every day.
And talked to
Well,
Mr.
where was
Salt.
you? Oh,
He
man.
killed it though. He put his son on after.
Who?
She said that his son became like the
His
guy
brother
right
did.
after- brother.
His brother did.
Oh, his brother
That's
Joe.
Yep.
And then I got on a bus and I left. And we didn't see each other for like a really long time, like 20 years.
Can we just talk about that?
Yes. Great.
At least he kept it in the family.
Because I realized it was kind of abrupt. Like, sir, you already abandoned us. I just kind of got up and
Bro,
went to college. And that was really challenging, by the way.
That's hilarious.
This is so nuts.
The fact that he put on
hilarious.
the outfit to even
He
come
put on
back
the-
and say
yes.
is the best
He put
part.
on-
But wait,
rugby
what
shirt.
if it?
If Free and AJ came back now
And
half
made a video?
half social media would be like, who are they?
You think so?
Yeah.
Because the new age don't know who
The
they
new
are.
age don't
even
know.
what 106 and Park
They don't even
was.
remember Roxy and Terrence. A lot of the kids don't.
Yeah.
And that wasn't that long ago. Roxy and Terrence was not that long
But
ago.
see, Terrence's career has flourished after.
It has.
He really did. He really did well for himself.
He did what he was
He
supposed to
has-
do.
yeah.
He did what he was supposed to do.
Because
Yeah.
I know Free and AJ are probably like, damn, we could have did that.
I don't know. Also, what happened to Carson Daly?
Carson Daly hosts the show.
He's
The
still
Voice.
host?
ABC.
Well, he does The Voice as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's hosting.
He's the main,
shit. He's
the main
doing what he
host
was
on The
supposed to
Voice.
do too,
Yeah,
then.
Carson kills it still.
Carson Daly is still
Damn.
on.
A night show, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like Letterman.
Well, I think Free definitely she could have done anything. I think
Free has a song
AJ
with Beyonce, and I think
Wait,
people
what?
forget that. Remember Fighting Temptations?
Wait,
That was
what?
a Free song.
She
That's right.
she rapped on it.
She did rap. Free
What?
had a rap
Like
moment.
you had a push with Beyonce, and
She had a rap moment, and
yeah.
then Angie Martinez had a rap moment too.
Oh yeah, with Lil Kim.
Yeah,
That's how,
she was on Ladies Night.
Because I'm
She
not
was
from
on
New
Ladies
York,
Night.
I thought Angie Martinez was a rapper first. I didn't know that Angie
didn't know-
Martinez.
you didn't know she was
I'm
a voice
I'm
of
not
New
a New
York?
Yorker.
Me neither.
I'm an LA person, so we didn't know that Angie. I thought Angie was a rapper.
You better speak
Wow.
for yourself because
This lady's
everyone from
not
LA
what?
gonna be
They
like,
must be Angie on the
don't
mic.
say we.
No, I
knew who
feel like a
Angie
lot of people
Martinez
from
was.
LA didn't
no,
know.
they don't know who.
Because New York people are like New
because
York
she was on New York.
celebrities.
She was on New York radio. It's like
Yeah.
Wendy. Like a lot of people didn't know who Wendy Williams was.
Well, you
if
knew Wendy
weren't
just
from
because she
here.
was talking mad shit because she would push the
Yeah, push
envelope with them.
buttons.
That's why
Yeah.
we knew Wendy, but we didn't know like
Angie Martinez
yeah.
was interviewing everybody. She had every conversation with every important person in the music industry for 2 decades, 3
Yeah.
decades now. So
True that.
yeah, shout out to Ange. All right, so we should get into our freshly squeezed. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Okay, that's her ad
You
lib
see, you like the ad lib?
every time. Oh yeah.
I guess let's get into it. Y'all know we started the show off with Have Mercy by Chloe Bailey. She's venturing into her solo career. And I want to give a huge shout out to my homeboy, Tehran. I've shouted him out multiple times on here. He was one of the writers for this project. So shout out to Tehran from Rock City. She had a few other people. She also was credited as a writer for this song as well. And again, Murder on the Beats was the producer for, but again, I did not know that was a white man.
Yeah.
I did not know. So they apparently this was something new to all of social media, and they were like, "Okay, Murder on the Beats and Jack Harlow are actually 2 different people, y'all." Because look, this is him. Tell me that don't look like
man.
Jack Harlow,
He
No.
does look like him.
bro. Yes, he does.
I don't see it.
I would
do.
like to ask both of them because they're in the culture if they wash their legs, but we'll save that
If they
ever
wash their legs.
Yes, because the white people came out and admitted that they don't.
Not the white people. it was not the white people.
It was a lot of them.
Mandy.
That's what
not-
they said. That's what they said.
It was like 5 of them that said they don't bathe. It was not all of
Was
the
it
white
a
people.
study?
No, they were speaking for the
was a
masses.
study.
It was like Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher that said they don't
Kutcher.
really they
And
don't,
didn't know?
they don't bathe unless they're dirty.
Jake Gyllenhaal said the same thing.
He said he doesn't. Yeah,
It's like it was a whole bunch of them where I'm like, if you said celebrities influence, I'm just saying, I guarantee.
Yeah, but we already discussed influencers be having more influence than celebrities, so I don't see no influencers out here like we're anti-soap. Nobody
Right.
said
You
nobody
right,
ever.
you right. Again, we're gonna leave out with Have Mercy again because the song is just so wonderful. But I did want to shout out to another female artist that dropped this week that I've been really, really, really waiting on. And y'all know I'm a huge Dreamville stan, so of course I love the first lady of Dreamville, Ari Lennox. She released a song called Pressure.
Yes.
And I want to let that play, but I know we got a question to go with this.
I mean,
song.
I have an evergreen for this song, but we can come back to it.
So y'all, this is Pressure, Ari Lennox. And the visuals are given, y'all.
Ari is always
I ain't even gonna hold you. Let's give it. This is beautiful.
Hello?
I know that's right. Can I just say how beautiful she looks in this goddamn video?
Yeah, she looks good.
Like, she looks
She's giving,
she is
giving tribute to all the girls, honey. She's giving me Jonna Summer. She giving me Shaka Khan. She giving me Diana Ross. I'm here for it.
I absolutely love it. I like the lyrics. And this is, I guess, even what you were kind of talking about. The lyrics, this is a very sexual song.
Yes.
And she's not giving sex in your face on the video. Yeah. So, although she looks beautiful.
She looks sexy though. It's not She's still sexy though.
Right.
It's just not giving
there's no thongs.
Yeah, I didn't see her ass cheek not once.
No, same. She actually had a gown on.
She did. I mean, she had her thighs out too. We love thick thighs.
Yeah, but also they wear gowns at Cheetahs. So
they do.
There you go.
You're right.
I like Cheetahs. Sorry.
I miss Cheetahs.
That's me.
In Atlanta.
Y'all know I just came back from Atlanta.
I miss Cheetahs.
I'm gonna shout out the strip club one time this episode.
They have a good steak.
They have amazing food.
Yeah. They have
their
really
lobster,
good steak.
their salmon. Hello.
Very classy in there.
If y'all have never eaten food in a strip club, get your life.
Out.
Add that to your bucket list.
Correct.
But no, this song is beautiful. But yeah, what you wanted to talk about with this song?
Well, because she talks a lot about, what she wants and desires. Do you ever get intimidated? I mean, I don't know if you
Girl,
do, but I had to
to?
ask. No, but even in the beginning, like even when you were first sexually active, did you ever feel intimidated or feel nervous about asking for what you wanted or
I think all women actually go into it thinking that way. I know that specifically me with my sexually liberated ass, I actually have to tone my sexual prowess down. With certain men, a lot of men, if you show up and give them the gawk 3000, they just automatically might question how sexual you are, how many partners you have, or damn, how many times a man done gotten this. So to be fair, as a lot of with women, we actually have to sometimes lower ourselves and our sexual inhibitions if it's kinks, if it's what we really want. Yeah. Even telling a man sometimes while he eating your pussy that it hurts. A lot of men don't know what they're doing down there.
That's true.
And unfortunately, a lot of us have to go through just either the pain because we know that the male ego is sometimes the biggest part of sex. And a lot of times we tiptoe in sex to make sure that we don't offend or mess up his, macho ass. Yeah. So I don't think I've ever been pressured or felt the pressure. I mean, if I want to go back to high school, but let's not talk about that. But as an adult, no, I think I've shown up in a place where I know that I intimidate some of my partners because I'm so open. I can talk about it. Once I'm done having sex, I want to talk about our experience. What did you like? What didn't you like? Like what things are you even into? No? Wait, you don't do that? No. Why not?
I just never had the time, I guess.
I never had the time.
I gotta go. I'll see y'all. This was fun.
Oh, you just dropping it off and leaving?
With guys, it's a little different. Like, I don't know. We've never talked about it after. Like, oh yeah, I like when you did this part. Like, it's not
really.
It's not a conversation.
But do you ever direct? Like, would you ever instruct somebody?
So for the longest time, I didn't know how to ask someone for head, especially in the moment. Because sometimes. Obviously, I fuck with guys. Like, it's like sometimes they're dragging the kissing out and stuff. I'm like, all right, suck my dick. But how do you say that in a sexy way? Like, how do you say suck my dick?
Right, like there's no.
You know what's crazy though about you saying that? We had this conversation a little bit with Ro James when he came because his song "Permission" is a sexy way for consent. But to ask somebody. I mean, you're not a man that just pushes the head lower because I hate when men do that too.
I hate to do that, but it's at some point you do start trying to lead them into a direction. And I massage.
You start here and it's it's giving.
Because I don't like when guys stop either. Like it's once they start, because that's a thing. Like they'll start.
It's like foreplay.
It's starting to feel great and then they stop.
Right.
So I've learned that if you massage the back while they're doing it, they'll just keep going.
Yeah. Oh, that's the trick.
You know when someone starts giving you a massage, you know they're going to stop. So you don't talk because you're the moment you say, ooh, that feels good, they're like, all right, cool.
Right.
So you just
it's true.
It.
It's
I've
so
learned
true.
That you just have to kind of engage with them to keep them going.
Yeah.
But I never knew how to say it because just to say it, suck my dick, just sounds stupid.
Doesn't sound stupid. It's the type of shit we say when we're pissed off. You'll suck my dick when you're angry.
Okay, New Yorker.
In a moment of passion, how do you say that?
Right.
Suck my dick.
Not the whisper. So now you gotta whisper.
That's the best way. Suck my dick.
It sounds less aggressive when you whisper it as opposed to
go down on me. There's no way of saying it that just sounds yeah.
Maybe you should taste it.
Or put it in your
Oh,
mouth.
I hate that. That sounds like such a white thing to say.
I didn't say taste the cock.
That sounds gay as fuck.
Cock is the most white.
Cock is the most white thing ever. You too. Okay.
It's really uncomfortable.
It's really uncomfortable.
It's a really uncomfortable
But
word.
also, it's a chicken.
I don't like the word coochie either, though.
I love coochie.
I hate the word coochie.
I hate the word moist.
I love the word moist. I love the word moist.
Moist is a weird word, but
Not all these adjectives.
coochie and cock I don't like.
Well, no,
Cock
coochie
is very like a white thing for sure.
It's any white porn you watch, it's always
once
always
I
the
hear
word cock, and you're
if
like,
someone
nope,
even
turning it
said
off.
it to me in a moment, like, let me see your cock, I'd probably bust out laughing. Like, every sexiness out of that, I would just die. Like what?
Like, ew.
It's weird. And wait, how old are you?
34.
I think that's crazy. Like that even in your 30s, there's still, as sexual as we have been, we're all adults, that there's still things that we don't know how to ask for, things that we don't know how to communicate, or the fact that I think that should be something you would try. And look at me giving you homework. I think it's very important to talk about the sex after with whoever your partner is. Yeah. Because you could be doing something that they just don't like, and a lot of people don't know how to communicate when they don't like something.
Right.
And it'll make the sex better.
I go off of their body emotions.
Right.
But you ain't heard we be fake coming, man,
No,
or
but
fake
guys
orgasm?
No, that's not like a thing with us.
Oh,
guys don't fake orgasm.
You're gonna know if I got orgasms. You're gonna see it.
Right.
Right.
True.
True. Unless you out here just like a sprinkler. As a woman, nobody really knows what's going on.
No, Valen. Well, are you pressured or intimidated? Is that something with you?
No, but I feel like I have told partners in the past, like, I'm not really big, like, I don't orgasm off penetration like that. And I feel like men have taken that as a challenge, and it's like
challenge.
Nah, bro. It's just not a thing. Don't take it personal. It's not a you thing. It's just it's a me thing. So it just is not. And I feel like sometimes when I feel bad saying that, because then I know there's some men that aren't confident in their mouth skills. So
the crazy thing is, I'm more into
it puts more pressure on men to do that, and a lot of men don't.
I'm more into oral foreplay than actual penetration and stuff. Yeah.
Can I ask you, like, y'all remember back in the day when you was on AIM and there's the ASL and then it's S2R, send to receive? Like, you had to send a picture to receive a picture. Mm-hmm. Are y'all that same way with oral sex? Like, do you have to receive to give or give to receive?
For me, I'm not the type of person that if someone asks me for head just off top and only wants me to do it, like, no. We're not going to plan for me to just suck your dick. Right. No. I'm too much of a power person
it's giving send to receive.
Especially with very masculine men. Like, you have to do it. Even if you don't do it long, you have to do it, because you're never going to have the option of saying, like, oh yeah, J.Ryan sucked my dick. No. And then, but if you do it to me,
J.Ryan is such a Taurus. I know you don't subscribe to the
I was about to say, what's the stars and moons with Taurus?
If you do it to me, you're never gonna bring it up to anybody, because you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, we sucked each other's dicks. You get what I'm saying? But there's times that I just like doing it, but I'm never gonna plan that out with you ahead of time.
See, actually, you fit the song well. This sounds like a lot of pressure dealing with Mr. J.Ryan.
It does.
I love to go with the flow. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just.
I love to do it. I love to do it. So if I get it in the same moment, great. If I don't, I don't. I love to do it.
Same. I need y'all to know when I come in here, my voice is a little raspy. It's because that thing hit the dangly thing in the back of my throat.
My voice is raspy because I was born this way.
Okay, my bad. That's it. All right. What song you got for us? Goddamn it,
this week. Last week, as you know, I played a Yebba song called Boomerang. That was because it was ahead of her album release, Yebba's album release. The album is called Dawn, and I am in love with this album. It is a playing straight through project. I'm a huge fan of her. I've been a fan of hers for a number of years, but watching her finish a project, and she did it with Mark Ronson. I don't know if anybody's watched the show that Mark Ronson has. Let me find the name of the show, because it's actually a really dope. It's a documentary style show. It's on Apple, and it's called Watch the Sounds. It's a documentary, and
that's the one you told me to watch. Huh?
Yeah, it's really dope. And he actually, and oddly enough, shout out to DJ Premier, because he definitely interviewed Preem about his production journey and sampling and the beauty of very early hip hop tracks. And so Mark Ronson produced has Yebba. Yebba actually makes a quick appearance in the documentary, but she has such a really unique voice. And so to see her and hear her, I've been following her story, her journey. This is a project that's been 5 years in the making for her. And we always talk about, wanting an artist to take their time. As much as we all live in this like instant gratification life, there's still certain aspects of an artist process that we want them to take their time with, and the creative process is definitely one. And so this is a project that I'm thrilled she took her time with, because it's so great, beginning to end. And I wanted to play. Man, I love everything on this project, but I want to play the record that she has with A$AP Rocky, because there's such an odd collab. Like
I was about to ask
Rocky was not somebody that I would have thought, like I would have imagined her doing. Like I would have imagined her doing a record with like Cudi or Theophilus London, or you know what I mean, or Vic Mensa, like somebody that's a little bit more alternative than.
I don't know none of their music.
Than A$AP Rocky.
I need you to get into the autobiography of Vic Mensa. That whole project is fire.
I like him aesthetically, and I like A$AP as a fashion guy, but I don't listen.
Aesthetically for Vic, it matches.
Yeah.
It's like Cudi. It's very alternative.
Cudi, I know his music,
and so. And I would have anticipated that, but this was kind of a curveball that I really enjoyed, and I thought it was a well done collab. So this is called "Far Away" by Yebba.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You're from New York.
Yeah.
Why did he become the front runner of the A$AP group? Because Ferg is so much more talented. Is it just the looks?
Yes.
Is that why?
He was the first one in the A$AP mob to really like come out. He was the first released artist on
but
A$AP
it's because
mob.
he looked good.
Well, he also made a splash in fashion.
Yes.
Okay.
He made a splash in fashion.
Because
we ain't looking at what Ferg wearing.
But Ferg is also so talented.
But Ferg is still everywhere. So Ferg is still.
But we're not
everywhere.
looking at him.
We're not looking at what he's wearing,
which is crazy.
For the longest, I didn't know what Ferg looked like.
Which is wild because
I know his music. That's the crazy thing. I don't know Rocky's music other than Wild for the Night.
Right.
That's just because that shit goes
and Fashion
hard.
Killer.
but I know I repost him, his fashion, everything about him is just dope.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's Rocky, and now he dates Rihanna. So we all
now
know.
we seeing him everywhere.
Now we see Rocky
too.
everywhere.
Now he's
forever.
fashion.
Now he's fashion.
Fashion.
Yeah, it's definitely a good project. I love Yebba to death. Yebba, if you're in New York, just come on the pod, sis. Just come hang out.
Pod.
Come talk shit with us. Let's talk about this project. Let's talk about the inspirations, because Mandii loves to ask artists what.
Don't do that. I don't do that no more.
I know.
I don't even do that no more. I just be like, girl, who was you fucking when you wrote this song? Like, I found a better way to ask my questions to artists. It's amazing. You should see on our, so we do Freshly Squeezed for our Patreon, and hopefully we're looking to get more artists on the couch.
Yes.
Oh, but I get right to the teeth.
Yeah.
Like,
it's comedy.
It's not even, what was your inspiration? I just go straight to the for the jugular
What
on
happens,
my questions.
what happens if they didn't write the song?
Well, then they have to give passion while they sing it. Then I'm gonna be like, well, what are you thinking about
Yeah,
while
okay,
you sing
gotcha.
it?
But also for the not always, but for some artists, they like people write songs based on what they're inspired, based on what the artist is inspired by. Because I've done that. I've gone in with session. I've had songs. I didn't write Special Delivery. People still to this day are like, "Oh my God, sis, you got me through because of." And I'm like, "Girl, Cristal wrote that record with Eric Hudson." And oddly enough, it was the song that I liked the least. Like, and people love that record, and I hated that song. When I first heard it, I was like, nobody writes anything anymore. We're all on our phones. We're sending texts. We're petty. We suck at communication. I guarantee nobody even has written their signature or written anything in cursive in years.
You know
even
what?
when you sign receipts, it's a scribble.
I ain't even gonna
It's not a real
hold you.
signature.
Sometimes
And
I
even
do.
on the computer, there's a signature font,
Right.
and I just type my name in.
And that's it. We don't write anything. So that song for me, I was like, this is obsolete. And everyone was like, no, this is a classic R&B. But I love the melody of it. So I was like, all right, well, this I guess will make it work. And people love it. So I'm glad y'all love it. Keep streaming it. It's great.
Amen.
But it's true. I do think that was like, I was going through a heartbreak when that song came together. So it was like, all right,
Like
this
you
makes
could
sense.
feel it when artists sing the songs. You know if
was
they
meant for you.
resonate. Yeah.
Oh,
You know.
I mean, Dolly Parton wrote "I Will Always Love You," and Whitney Houston will, and Whitney Houston will, in fact, always love you. Like,
Well, Bobby, but
well,
or
yeah,
you.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
All right.
Bobby will always love her.
100%.
Damn, Bobby Brown. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving right along. Freshly
Moving right along. What do you have for us, J.
What
Ryan?
freshly squeezed song are you going to play for us,
I have
darling?
this new artist. He is from LA. He goes by the name of J.Ryan. I'm definitely playing my own shit, okay? Because this song is actually unreleased. It's gonna be my next
Yes!
one.
Oh, look at us get exclusive.
We are getting exclusive, so it's not even
I
out yet.
didn't
So
know I
y'all
was
can't even
giving you
stream
guys
yet.
this, but it is.
Are you gonna play the shit that I love, or it's the single?
No, I
it's
wanna,
the single.
I do want to play that one, but it's not mixed or mastered.
Okay, all right.
So I just
we got to play the
it's gonna be a
single.
little rough, but yeah. So
What's the
What's the
song
name?
title?
show me some love.
Show me
Oh.
some love. Show me some love.
I always want to be shown love.
Me too. This is giving me vacation. We need to go on vacation.
When are we going?
That was the feel behind it.
Yeah, vacation, right?
You see
No,
it says
seriously, I have a
Miami to
companion
LA.
pass I have to use.
Okay.
Where are you trying to go?
Well, let's
Go to Vegas. This is giving brunch. Show
love a good
LA
brunch.
ass.
yeah. Yes, it's getting brunch.
It's giving avocado toast with a poached egg.
Avocado toast.
That's LA for you.
See? Like,
Can you though? Yeah.
All right, I see what you
Take
did
me
there.
to a place.
Not you gonna take
well,
someone
you
on the
know I'm
red
a
carpet.
publicist, right?
I'll take you on a red carpet.
Not you telling him you gonna
Yeah,
take him on the red
It's like,
carpet.
you can take me on a trip. I'm gonna take you on a red carpet.
I cannot. He said, well, you know I'm a publicist, right? You
I'm gonna
ain't
take you on
shit.
this red carpet, honey.
You is not shit for that one.
I love
no,
it.
that was given. So
I still gotta work. You know?
when does that drop? When
Yes.
When are you looking to release that?
Hopefully in the next week or so.
Okay.
They really wanted me to film a music video before we dropped it, but I just feel like it needs to come out before summer ends.
It does.
Yeah, no,
It does.
100%.
And then the problem is the song that you were talking about.
Yes.
I want to release that one next already, but I can't do it until after this one comes out.
Which is fine. We'll get to it. But I definitely love the song. Love the song
Yeah.
that's coming out too. I love them both. So I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited. All of my friends can sing.
Well, Am I not your friend, bitch?
I said all of my friends can sing.
Right?
Yeah, nobody
Right.
said you couldn't sing. I didn't say you couldn't sing.
You didn't say I couldn't sing?
No.
I can sing, friend.
You all right?
All right. I like it. All right. Josh is shaking his head, and now what you shaking your head for? Is my friend lying to me on air? Is that what it's giving? That's what's going on? See?
No.
I see what it is. All right.
Everybody, there is room for everyone.
Oh. Okay.
There is. That's why I want you to watch that.
There
Mark
literally
Ronson.
is.
Yeah, like I want you to watch that Mark
I decided
Ronson.
to do music.
Well, I told you.
Because also you
listen.
know so many artists that do music, and you're like, y'all bitches not taking this serious. I'm gonna get in the studio.
That's exactly why I decided to do. Don't get me wrong. I started off doing music for. I used to be in music groups back in the days. But I went behind the scenes because I didn't want to be a starving artist. I didn't want to be broke.
Right.
I knew I wanted money.
Yes.
And so I went that route. But
And now he's rich.
Now I'm like, yeah.
So don't slide in his
I'm
DMs
rich.
unless you're rich.
But also,
So now I can afford to work on music.
I ain't gonna hold you.
No, but that's a real thing. And I said that. I said that for a long time. I was like, well, music was cool in the beginning, and then I was like, nah, this is not. I'm
have
broke
bills
now.
to
I need
pay.
to go on TV.
Deadass.
And I got on TV, and I was hosting shows, and I made more money hosting shows than I did.
Most people
on music.
in music, like Tyrese and Common, they make more money in film and television.
Ludacris had a run.
Yeah, he was right.
He had a
was
real
lit.
musical run, and movies. Being in the Fast and Furious franchise, ciao.
Exactly. Like,
He was like, music
Outta here.
who? I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I want to be a one-hit wonder. That's a part of my bucket list
That's
for my
her bucket
life.
list.
Like, listen, and you know the type of song that I know I could be like Lumity.
They have more than one
Honestly,
song.
if I no.
They did.
Nope.
What was the other song they had?
I don't remember, but
See what
they
I
did
mean?
have.
No, they were.
No.
See what I mean?
I'm about to look this
This is
up.
the thing.
This is not to shade Lumi D. I really just want to know.
One hit wonders because you go in wanting to be a one hit wonder, and then that one hit is actually a hit. So now you want to come up with a follow up.
Okay, fine. I want to be like Cassie.
Kim Zolciak
No, that was
did.
not a hit.
That was a hit.
Don't be tardy for the
Candy
party.
Burroughs took her to court because that's how much
She
of a hit it
did.
was.
She did. You're right.
Right.
You're right.
Don't be
She
tardy
made a
for
couple
the
million
party.
off of that stupid song.
She did. And you know who else? Jocelyn. Do it like it's my day, baby.
All right.
Oh,
But that
Jocelyn said that she might get a Grammy.
She is not getting a Grammy on that
She
song.
said it's getting a lot of streams. I might get a Grammy with this one.
The Puerto Rican
That's what she
princess.
said.
I hate that you just did the accent.
You have to do her accent. You have to.
It's the Puerto Rican princess.
Right.
And you're like,
Baby.
baby. That's my shit. I love that song. Shout out to Jocelyn.
Shout out to her.
I don't know any other Lumi D songs.
Exactly.
She said
see?
she was in the game for 10 decades.
She did.
I've been doing this for 10 decades.
For that decade.
Wait, what?
Bitch, 100 years.
So you a bruja? You are a bruja.
It's giving witch.
It's giving witch.
Baby.
Baby.
I've been doing this for 10 decades.
No, seriously. Before we get into the things that we don't care about in television this week,
Lumi D only had this one song.
That's why I don't know what he's talking about. Talking about they had
looking.
more. Yeah.
I don't know what this She's Like the Wind.
No one knows that.
That's a Patrick Swayze song, isn't it? She's Like the Wind.
They
That's
did
not
have one more,
Patrick
Josh?
Swayze.
That was the two girls, right?
What was the other song?
No, that's Nina
Oh,
Sky.
You're thinking of Nina Sky.
That's exactly who I'm thinking of. Oh, move your body, girl.
That's Nina Sky.
Oh, shit. See, I thought that was both of their songs.
Nina Sky, no, Nina Sky had two songs.
They had two
not
songs.
both of their songs. Lumi D was not part of Nina
No,
Sky.
Luma D was one person.
I thought that was her sister. I thought it was Nina and Lumi.
I'm not doing this with y'all. Not Lena and Lumi. Bye.
In the Sky of D.
Well, I'm glad we're
man.
all laughs. I want to, before we get into the shit that we don't care about this week, I want to
man.
send condolences and an RIP out to Michael K. Williams.
Yes.
What's crazy about that passing was we kind of wanted him to join us right where you're sitting.
Yeah.
So he was here in the studio one of the days we were recording, and he came in and literally chopped it up with us for like 20 minutes.
And was like, yo, I'd love to come back. I would love to come on the
Yeah,
podcast,
we
sit
were
and
talking.
chat
We were
and
talking
talk shit
about
with you ladies.
him being from Brooklyn, and
Yeah.
at the time, Lovecraft Country was out, and I was like, just telling him I really enjoyed what he was doing with that character there. So it just sucks because he was right here in this room.
Together, he was on The Wire.
He was
Yes.
also on The
And
Wire.
he played
yes.
the gay character.
Like Omar.
What I loved about that was that it was such a thug.
Yeah.
Right.
That was not to be fucked with.
It was totally opposite the stereotype.
And this was like early on too.
Well,
This is
even
20-some years ago.
and then his character on Lovecraft Country was also a father who was gay, but he was in the down low because of the time and era. And so that was actually one of the questions I wanted to sit and talk to him because him choosing these roles when I'm sure a lot of men, specifically at the time of The Wire, and just being that visionary and playing, showing us still a part of who we have in our culture. And he represents probably so many men in who his characters were.
Yep.
And so I just wanted to talk about what that kind of meant for him. And, you know, it sucks that we'll never be able to have that conversation. But yeah, definitely R.I.P. Condolences to
his
everyone
son
that
and everyone else
affected.
that was
Yes.
around. Yeah. It was great.
So yeah, I guess we can get into it.
Television.
You want to do television or shit you don't care about?
Oh, we could do shit we don't care about.
The one thing I ain't care about this week, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody was talking about it, child, was Joy in motherfucking Italy on a yacht with Diddy. And I was just like, why are y'all so pressed about this girl and her coochie? Yes, and I said that for you on purpose, J.Ryan. But it's crazy, too, because, of course, there were also other photos going around where Diddy has been pictured with both Bow Wow and Future. And for those of y'all who do not know, Joy's the baby mother to children with both that of Sir Future Hendrix and little Bow Wow, a.k.a. Sean Moss. So this was interesting, but I wanted to ask y'all.
I thought it was funny because she posted a story.
Did you see the story?
She posted something. She posted like multiple swipe, like a whole post on her page, and it was a Future song. And I just thought the level
too sexy for my
sis is way too sexy on Diddy's yacht listening to Future. And I
her baby daddy.
Hello.
I thought sis is a different level of petty. Go off, Joy.
No, she is. I did. So I was talking to my homegirls about this, and I want to ask y'all, as far as partners are concerned, maybe a baby daddy or ex-husband or even a fiance, once you lock in with a certain caliber or a certain partner that is in a certain tax bracket, do you have to stay there? And I think we kind of talked about this with Ebony K, but what do you think about that? Do you feel like you're settling then if you get a partner with less money?
No, because the thing is, these girls are making a lot of money nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's funny when you hear a guy say like, "Oh, she's trying to secure the bag." Y'all niggas are dumb. These girls have a bag.
Joy got a bag, right?
They have a bag. They want you to have a bag. That way they ain't got to take care of your ass too. That's all the
They
bag
want to
is
make
for
sure
at
you're
this
set
point.
so that your money don't run out, because that happens way too often.
I
where
do the
bitches don't
deals.
split the bill.
I do the deals for these girls. I know what they're getting paid for.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
So I know Joy very well. She's from LA.
She is.
And she's a cool girl. And I think people just have a lot to say because it's like entertainer after entertainer. But the thing is, when you work in this entertainment industry and we work in this entertainment industry, you run into these people all the time.
This is your
not
circle.
like it's not like you focused on him and went after him. This
Right.
is somebody you ran into. He pursued interest. He showed
And you've
interest.
seen him. You've been around him. You've seen him for years. Yeah.
So it had and
She's so fine.
and there's no
She is.
loyalty
She's
in this
beautiful.
industry. I hate that everybody's like, oh, well, you dated my friend and you dated this
They're
person.
not
No,
really
fuck all
friends.
that. Everybody is for everybody, guys and girls. They're
Say that
literally
shit.
for everybody. I think a lot of times the guys focus on the girl and oh, she's for the streets. No, y'all niggas is for the streets too, because
That
y'all
part,
are
right.
going after every Instagram model and bigger artists. Because unfortunately, it does help their careers as well. I don't care.
does.
I don't care if you are
Look
Future
at
and you're
how many
big, it
people
still
were
helps your
dating
career.
and using Amber Rose and Black China at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Literally in like
Right.
their rollouts. Like, this is my new
Right.
girlfriend. Like, they were getting paid, I'm sure, to be people's girlfriends just
Right.
for the gram. But I mean, I'm here for it. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, I think
That's what they want. Even NBA players, like they go after high
Same
profile
girls, yep.
girls. Like that's what you're going after.
Because it's still a status symbol to have a girl on your arm that a lot of people want, that a lot of guys want, is a status
But
symbol.
how people are like, oh, you're a gold digger. Like, no, that doesn't apply in this community of industry anymore.
But also,
because
like
the
you
problem is
said-
they're making money.
Correct.
Like, what's
Correct.
the girl Anna Montana dating?
Yes.
But that's not okay. She's,
Okay, so
she's
he's
in
young.
her 30s and he is a child.
But what's the difference when a man does it with a girl?
We said that.
We've said that. We don't agree with
we
that
don't agree
either.
with that
Yeah.
either.
And it's-
But no, when you're that old going after
So-
someone young, I'm not for that.
But how do you know he didn't pursue her for a very long time? I don't think that she went after him.
I mean,
just
how
graduated
how
high
could
school.
he legally pursue her?
That's what I'm saying. He just turned 20.
How could he legally pursue
anybody?
for a long time? A long time ago.
I don't know
a
that
long,
I mean, he's 19, yeah?
Right, and she's like
So that
30,
means he's been an adult
35.
for 2 years. But
No, 1 year.
All I'm getting at is she has her own money. Okay, that's all I'm getting at. She has her own money.
It's not about
the
money.
Gold digger status is what bothers me. Like, it's just like that's not the case.
Well, everybody's real quick to call the problem is people don't know how much money these women have, and they don't know how much money these women are making.
The problem is if these men hollered at them, they'd be jumping on it quicker than these bitches.
Which is also a point. But I do think, to your point, no one knows how well Joy does.
Yes.
Joy has an incredibly successful clothing line.
Yep.
She has an incredibly successful dance studio. Yes. She has workout gear. She does very well for herself.
She does very well.
I mean, that's the thing though. We're still in this space.
And she has a great personality. Like, she's fun. Like,
I don't know why we're still in kind of this realm of the idea of patriarchy still standing. Like, women can't. I know for a long time, if a woman went on a trip, she was automatically with a man. Like, almost as if women couldn't even afford to put themselves on a flight and travel internationally 100%. Without a man sponsoring it.
But it's also if we don't see it, we don't know how you do it, then we assume you got it by fucking somebody. That's that's why I say which is whack, because even women, even groups of girls that I've seen take trips with each other, the assumption is somebody's man paid for this.
They're on a whole trip.
They're on a whole trip. Somebody's man is paying for this, or somebody's situationship entanglement is footing the bill.
Right.
It's never assumed that these women have money unless you see how they're getting money.
Right.
Exactly. So when we saw Lori Harvey having her birthday party in Jamaica, and we seeing Ryan Destiny and Jordan Woods, and we're seeing all these women that we know make money. It's no one assumes anything.
You're right.
And Future could have very well paid for that trip.
See, that's where.
But you understand what I'm saying? And nobody called not one of those women. Nobody assumes. Nobody assumes.
Okay, it's on video, but he was on the trip. Everybody knew he was on the trip. So.
But I'm just.
He was actually on the trip.
Sam, it's a bad example for it.
I didn't know he was on the trip. Sorry.
Yeah, there's photos.
Yikes.
Well, damn.
Either way,
that one was sponsored. All right.
I was like, there was mad rich women on that trip, and I didn't hear anybody be like, "Ooh, gold diggers." So it's just like.
I think but this is okay.
We always clock in somebody's pockets.
That's because when people talk about Lori Harvey or even what's Magic Johnson's daughter, Elisa, because they know who their fathers are, they automatically just assume like, oh well, she's not a gold digger because she really don't need his money, and that's why they accept that relationship. So Lori dating the same people,
right? Yeah,
people aren't frowning against her because they're like, oh, she's paid.
Right.
But let Joy date somebody because she wasn't.
She's not a quote unquote personality.
She was raised in a rich family.
Right,
they're automatically like, oh, ho, and that's what's whack. Like, it's just like, no, these girls are in the industry. They're around these guys. These guys shoot their shot. They take interest, and that's that. Like,
by the way, shout out to one of our followers who said that we do this segment, shit we don't care about, just to talk about the topic for 10-15
We do.
So we literally deep dive.
Well, you didn't care about it.
I cared.
Joy.
I cared about it.
I didn't care about the attention it was getting because she's just a woman on a vacation with a man, my nigga. Like, who cares? I don't care that she went on vacation with Diddy.
When I saw this, I thought to myself, girl, go off.
You know, and then Diddy being the toxic man that he is, while on a trip with Joy, is under motherfucking Carisha's post, leaving heart comments and telling her how good she looked.
I don't know why I never believed that though.
You didn't believe that?
I never bought that either.
I never bought that relationship.
I never bought into that.
Mm. What
the energy? Their
I feel like they're just cool.
Yeah, their body language was giving friend. Their body language
Yeah.
wasn't giving like we fucking. Nah, it
That's
wasn't
how
giving that.
I feel like we're cool. Y'all. They're leaving it open for you to make your own assumptions. And
it works for both of them because it's keeping their names in all of our mouths.
Yeah, I cared because I thought it was great that she was in Capri with Diddy, and she posting videos with Future.
But you know how to say all these places, and I just say them all wrong. Because it took me a while, but Italy, I would have said Capri.
Well, the reason why everyone says Capri is because we think of Capri Sun because we're children. And that's okay. That's totally fine and normal.
Or
but it's
capris, like capris.
Yeah, like Capri pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't nobody wear capris no more, do they? There was a pause.
I'm not gonna say anything. because I feel like I know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking it's...
You got to. We're not going to leave that.
Okay.
We're going to leave that.
Y'all ain't going to talk about one of y'all friends? All right.
Nah.
I don't want that trouble.
Nope. I'm going to leave that where it is.
One of the other things I didn't care about, and it's crazy that this is even being asked right now. So Taco Bell, y'all, wants people to send back their used sauce packets so that they can be reused.
What?
The fast food chain is asking people to send them their used hot sauce packets through the mail so that Taco Bell can reuse them in an effort to recycle some of the 8 billion pounds of used sauce packets that go into the U.S. landfills every year.
Can I tell y'all why this is not a good idea?
Talk to me.
Because we all use our mouths to open these.
Right.
Oh, we do.
So I'm using my mouth, my teeth to open this packet, this hot sauce packet. You want me to send this back to you after it's been in my mouth? Pause. And you gonna...
How you pausing that? You can put stuff in your mouth. You're a woman.
Saying anything in my mouth, I always have to feel like I have to pause. I'm sending it back. Like I'm sending it back, and I'm supposed to trust that you're gonna properly clean and sanitize. And it's just gross. Like, come on, man.
And mind you, I even heard our mouths are dirtier than dogs' mouths.
Yes, they are.
Like that's just if y'all didn't know,
it's a lot of
bacteria.
bacteria.
Our mouths are really fucking filthy.
A lot of bacteria.
Yeah. So yeah, this is. I mean, I don't eat from Taco Bell anyways. The last time I did, baby. It had me on the toilet.
Del Taco, I'd fuck up.
Listen,
Del Taco was great.
Del Taco.
I love Del Taco too.
That's the West Coast shit, right?
Yeah, especially during Coachella. Ooh, that should be hidden.
Oh, word.
Yeah, y'all do got some little cute little joints out there out
LA.
west. Yeah, Del Taco, they ain't got that here. But yeah, did y'all not care about anything else this week?
I didn't care about the Raven story.
I didn't care about Raven bringing that up.
Bringing it up.
How many years later?
Right.
Like, girl, who asked you that? Because I feel like nobody asked. I feel like that was something she just brought up. Oh, and by the way, Disney asked me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's like, okay.
We don't care.
Oh,
like, girl.
all right.
I didn't really have anything I didn't give a fuck about, to be honest.
I mean, I was in Atlanta this weekend. By the way, God damn it, there's signs walking into Lenox Mall that say, "Don't bring in
guns.
Your firearms."
Yeah.
Like, what
Why?
the hell? Because people is out here just shooting people. It's crazy.
So let me ask y'all a question, Atlanta.
Yeah.
So y'all are more concerned about people bringing the guns into the malls than you are about COVID fucking up your hookah nights?
Yep,
Yes.
100%. I mean, they're both killing people.
I'm sick of it. I hate it.
But yeah,
I'm so sick of it.
And they actually, Atlanta put in something into effect to not allow children into Lenox without guardians if they're under 18, which I think is necessary.
That's great.
There's like these boys called the Water Boys out there, and they just harassing everybody.
Horrible.
I was at Kebab Land, and the little motherfucker just came up trying to sell water. We're like, it's a restaurant, we got it. And then he was not like, nah, y'all gonna buy this water.
Yeah, they're aggressive.
Oh, they're aggressive as shit in Atlanta, bro.
They're not even just the Water Boys are in Atlanta, but there's the Candy Boys in LA. That are selling candy, lying about some basketball team. But the crazy thing is, I remember
we've been doing that in New York for a long time.
So I remember,
and we'd be looking brand new Jordans on the train. Like, I'm really just trying to help my baseball team. Like,
first
bro,
of all, these niggas be
it's
mad
not even
grown.
baseball
They
season.
do be grown.
You be mad grown. What Pop Warner team are you on? Like, what hoop dreams do you have? I'm confused.
And I just
the
I was
thing
gonna
is,
cut somebody
so
out.
when you're in high school, you do sell candy for your teams, but
The chocolate
it's
bars.
the chocolate bars, and it's a specific kind. It ain't Reese's peanut butter cups or Skittles, okay?
And they was definitely not giving y'all the Welch's fruit snacks.
Hello, you can tell when it's the thing.
Welch's fruit snacks.
I see people selling the Welch's fruit snacks, and I'm thinking to myself,
$2 for $1.
No.
But how much money are you actually making off of selling candy?
I mean, they can make some money. I ain't gonna hold you. But you missed the whole
after
episode
all
on the
that
candy
time?
lady. You missed the episode, but people making
Jay, did you grow up with a candy lady?
No, what does that mean?
Oh my God, we're not gonna do this again.
Because I feel like I just watched the movie Candyman. And
No,
It is not him.
Okay.
It is not Yaya, okay? But while we are on food, I want to give a huge fuck you to the lady at the motherfucking Waffle House. Bitch, I had just left the club and really wanted this Waffle House.
Why did you go
And I
in
called
there?
twice. Well, first off, I like
called twice?
Well, I
Everybody
called.
likes it, but it's like Spirit Airlines. You just don't.
I mean, I like Waffle House. It was delicious,
do it.
but I
It's
was
never
calling-
worth what you pay.
Nah, but I tried. The only one that was open was the one next to Allure. And I called, and they didn't answer the first time because I was just going to call in my order. I called again. She picked up the phone Like, ma'am, don't call this phone again. We are not doing orders. Do not let me see your number again. Goodbye. I was like, I thought this was the South. Where is the Southern hospitality?
No, apparently it only exists if you go into the restaurant.
I was so
drunk in Texas.
No, it don't.
No, it doesn't.
They sitting there taking away our rights.
Certain parts of Texas. No. I think in Houston, Texas, it exists. When I was there like 2 weeks ago, they were like very friendly. I think Atlanta is definitely losing their friendliness.
It's gone. It's gone.
No, I'll give you one. I took an Uber in Atlanta 2 weeks. I was there right before I came here, actually. And while I was waiting for my Uber driver, couldn't find her. And I realized she was right in front of me the whole time, but she had a passenger.
Wait, they do?
It was her homegirl. I didn't do an Uber pool. I did not do an Uber pool.
So her homegirl is in the front seat?
She gonna say, this is my co-driver. Not only did she have a co-driver, they both had bonnets on their head, hella snacks in the front seat. And I was running so late that I couldn't really afford to wait for the next one, and it pissed me off. But the lady was like talking my head off, trying to be so nice.
Like, sis, don't talk to me, talk to your friend.
And she knew I was pissed. And you know, I sneak posted it on the low. I said, Atlanta has just done it for me. Like, and everybody was just responding like, oh my God, the ghetto, and look at the snacks. And they were like, not the bonnets on the head. So I was going to some festival thing. It was like Gay Pride Week. And I remember she was like, what's going on up here at the park? And I was like, oh, it's like some festival thing. And she looks at her co-driver and goes, oh, well, maybe we should stay here too. And then we can hit this spot. Ma'am, let me the fuck out of this car.
That is hilarious.
Atlanta is different.
No, Atlanta's different. Different. I ain't gonna hold you. It's different. But I love it. That's my second home.
I love it too.
I love it. Shout out Atlanta.
I hated it before.
I love it.
Fresh out of from high school, I wanted to go to Atlanta for college.
So I got accepted to Georgia State.
I wanted to be with black people.
You want? Yep. Yeah.
I grew up in LA and I went to a primarily white and Asian school, and so I was like, I want. All the movies were like Stomp the Yard and Drumline. And,
Drumline. I wanted to go to North Carolina. I wanted to go to A&T.
Clark, Atlanta. That's where I felt like I belonged, and then I started my entertainment career, so I didn't move. But so by the time I did get to Atlanta, I was managing, and they just were not friendly. like the gays in Atlanta are not friendly. So please don't let anyone fool you. They are evil.
Not they're evil.
They're evil.
Oh, okay.
They're evil.
This is projection going on right now. No.
I realize that I like Atlanta if I don't go to the gay scene.
The gay scene.
That's the crazy thing. Like, I enjoy Atlanta on the straight scene.
Okay.
And now I love Atlanta. But before, like, going to their stuff, I was just like, geez, these guys are
spicy.
Nice.
I love it. I know you, and again, we'll wrap out of here with some TV.
Yeah.
One of the shows that we didn't get to talk to about last week, we did talk about Worth on Netflix. We talked about that earlier on. But I want to let y'all know that clickbait is trending for a reason, and it's good.
I have two or three more episodes. I have 4 more episodes.
Oh, so you just getting into it?
I'm like halfway through.
Clickbait is really good. I won't give a spoiler alert. It's basically a murder mystery. And you go through the episodes trying to figure out who killed the husband of this. But there's infidelity. There's online dating. There's like all of these different twists and turns, and it's just really, really good. So if you haven't yet, check out Clickbait and the 9/11 docuseries. I know, again, that could be triggering for a lot of people, but as an adult and someone who experienced 9/11 as a young buck, as a jit, I think you should revisit and really see what that was. Well, what happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
What y'all watching on television?
I mean, I'm watching the same stuff every week. Power. We gotta talk about the Power universe. You gotta bring a friend on. Are you watching? Have you watched the latest episode of Raising
Kanan? And I have
Kanan?
a crush. I'm gonna put this out there.
Talk to me.
Joey Badass.
Joey Badass looks so adult.
Him.
It's weird to me because when I met Joey, he was like a young whippersnapper. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he was like a young teenager when I met him, and now I'm looking at him as a grown man, and I've
only discovered him like a year ago.
He's matured very well, yeah.
And I just
same with Diggy Simmons.
I've seen him. Oh yeah, he's gorgeous too.
He done matured real well.
Yeah.
Who?
Diggy Simmons.
Oh,
yeah, that's good. But Joey, I don't know. Like, I seen this guy, I was like, yo, he's fine. Then all of a sudden, I start seeing him in all
somebody's son.
Films. Yeah, he's
fine to somebody.
He's fine. So, yeah.
I love Raising Kanan. Raising Kanan is such a good show. Such a good
actually,
show.
the whole cast is actually very good.
Shout out to Malcolm. Yeah, Malcolm.
Because he's good looking. The brother's good looking. Like, this is a very good looking cast.
Yeah, they're great. But also just the acting is tremendous. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, but if you guys are not watching Raising Kanan, you should. And what's interesting about this spinoff is that you could actually watch this having not watched any Power ever, and understand what's going on. Like if you've never watched Power, it doesn't even matter. You can literally turn on Raising Kanan and it's still.
But
a really
I will
great
say, I
show
think
you can watch
because
from the
I watch
beginning.
Power, watching this now, I love to see that because of Power, you see how they grew up and that's what they became.
Right.
Versus this, where it's like it's so cool, you know, like. Yeah, it's a really good show.
Okay, well maybe I'll start it.
You haven't started it?
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all just talk.
I'm not gonna lie.
Now you can literally start this series and not have ever seen Power.
I mean, I started it with you on a Sunday dinner one time.
Did you watch the other one about the son?
Nope.
Okay, so that one got
Ghost.
a little tricky and a little corny.
Okay.
But this one is like good. Yeah.
And another show that's back that I'm hyped for is Billions.
I've never watched that.
I should binge it. I gotta binge
that.
Billions.
I knew Savon would film me on Billions.
I got halfway through season 1. I gotta really get back into it.
I need to
It's one of those shows where it's like they casted a whole bunch of white men that look the same.
Yeah.
So it was so hard for me to figure out the storyline of each. Bro, they a lot of them look the same, bro. I swear to God.
I think what I hated about
You don't think so, Savon?
the reason I didn't give it a chance
was hard for
is
me.
one of the lead actors was on Homeland, which I loved. And then he came on this and was like a completely different character.
Well, that's kind of how acting works.
I know, but it was like right after. It's like he had no gaps in between. It was like, damn. Now he's on the new show and he's like more of an uppity character.
I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna restart.
Yeah,
Billions.
Billions has gotten really, really, really good.
And also because we really don't want to give no spoilers. If you haven't yet, I know we mentioned it, and it's a new episode every week. Y'all got to get into 9 Perfect Strangers.
Oh yeah,
because it is
never heard
so
of
good.
Oh bitch,
With Nicole Kidman and Regina
I
Hall,
love her.
and it has
Regina Hall.
Yep.
Melissa McCarthy. I know, I have a New York
ass.
accent. Regina Hall. It's a good last name. Melissa McCarthy is in it too.
Okay.
It's funny, but it's dark, but it's funny. It's a dark comedy.
It's
I'm not gonna lie.
definitely
Anything with Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon.
Listen,
I was about
I'm
to say
ready.
Scoop. Everything they do is just amazing.
No, for sure.
Like,
Oh,
Reese
listen.
be killing it.
Reese, and the morning show is coming back in like a week or so.
What I love about their shows is for the longest time I didn't understand how these networks could afford these heavyweight casts.
Oh no, they making money.
But I realized that they are the creators of the shows. Is what it is.
This is the cast of the show. So it's really, I mean, it's a lot of
Big Little Lies. I mean, that cast was just so like
Big Little Lies was so great.
How?
Yeah,
But they're getting, that's the thing. A lot of the writers understand like they're not just showing up to be just talent anymore. So they're showing up as EPs, as writers. Like they're really getting involved in a lot of the projects that they're working in. And so you see them credited, which means they're getting paid for each of those roles that they're a part of. So they're not being just paid as an actress. They're being paid an EP role. They're probably getting points as well with ownership.
Yeah.
A lot of them are really focusing on having more roles than just a lead actress.
I think with Reese Witherspoon, I grew up on Cruel Intentions.
Yep.
Like when I went to high school, I felt like I was grown already just because of that movie and Fear and so to see her on all those movies
from like the late 90s, early 2000s were
Those were the best.
They were the best because
were grown.
Everybody was grown as teenagers.
Yes.
And so when we got to be teenagers, it was
felt grown.
oh, we are grown. Watching Scream.
Yes, I used to love Nev Campbell.
Yes, Varsity Blues. R.I.P. Paul Walker, happy birthday. Yeah, like all those movies were really like, damn, Varsity Blues made me sad because I was like, fuck, we never had football teams in New York.
That sucks for y'all.
We had no football teams here.
I never realized that.
Not like in high schools in Manhattan. I don't know if the outer, like further out in the outer boroughs, I think they probably do, but like far out in Queens and Brooklyn.
I really am tonight.
In Manhattan, no, we have no
tonight
football
when
teams.
I pray, I'm just gonna pray for everyone who had a New York childhood. That's all. But because it seems a little sad.
It was like Raising Kanan.
No, it
High
was
school
not.
drug dealers.
No, not all of us. Not all of us grew up like that. Some of it was Gossip Girl. Relax.
Because watching Power, the son, what is his name?
Kanan?
No, the Power.
Tariq St. Patrick?
Tariq. Like, he's still in high school. This is not college that he's in selling these drugs.
Yeah, it's allegedly college.
Yeah, it's
Isn't it high school? It is high school?
It's a prep school.
I thought it was college
It's
now.
a high school
See,
prep school.
they doing too much for me.
Oh, I guess.
It's doing too much for the culture that says, oh, we can't put gay things on TV because then it's going to make our kids gay. Well, you know that these high school students are selling drugs at school. So what is that going to make your kids do?
Right.
That part. Well, Jay, I want to thank you very much for joining us today.
Let everybody know where they can find you, where they should follow you, what they should check out.
I don't know where you can find me because I'm always on the move. But
say that.
I will be in Dubai this Friday.
Yes,
that's where you can find me on Friday. I'll be in New York for the rest of this week. But now you can find me on Instagram at JRyanJL. You can find me on Snapchat at Loverboy.J.Ryan.
Not Snapchat.
And that is strictly for nudes.
That is strictly for nudes.
I already knew it.
And you can find me
I don't
on
even
Twitter
have Snapchat
for
anymore.
porn. I'm just like,
that's where I watch porn is Twitter.
Yeah, I only stay on Twitter for porn now.
Apparently, the porn on Twitter is really
It's
so
so
good.
good. It's so good. You only
don't
get
have
2
to
minutes and 20 seconds.
because you don't have to subscribe to people's OnlyFans. They have to promo it on Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 minutes and 20 seconds is fine.
It's
right.
That's
If
plenty.
it's
All you
good,
gotta do
that's
is
enough
replay it.
time.
That's it. I loop that shit.
It's so good.
It's giving.
Yes, I'm a fan of you Twitter porn stars.
Me too. I
be
love
seeing them. Them niggas are short though. I be seeing these niggas on their little videos, and then you be like, "Damn, he fine," and then you run into them in Atlanta, and it's like it's like an instant 5'2".
in Atlanta.
It's like an instant 5'2". I'm like, no wonder your dick is so big. It's the same size as you.
As your body.
Oh my
there
God.
You go. That's why it's to your knee.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I want to thank y'all for not only tuning into us today, but I want to shout out all of our patrons. Our patrons, they be in the Discord chat.
We love y'all so much.
Actually, someone just wrote in the Discord chat saying this week felt long. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode this week. We'll be back. We got some more Friends with Benefits coming up and scheduled. So I'm excited for that.
Yes.
If you want to become a patron, go to patreon.com/SeeTheThingIsPod. Also, catch us on all the social medias because we be responding. I be retweeting y'all motherfuckers.
And we comment back intellectually.
Oh, no, they be arguing on my shit. Oh,
I see the comments all the time.
That's fine. Well, I'm going to call your mother out.
Double standard.
I'm going to say your mother.
People are in love. People really love each other.
No, they don't.
They don't. They're killing each other.
No, they don't.
Well, because y'all gave him his flowers, this is how we're getting out of here today.
Yeah.
We're rolling out, all right?
Yes. Because this is the kind of money we trying to make, honey.
Hello.
You feel me?
I'm trying to get that Fast and Furious bread. Okay.
Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Again, y'all can follow me everywhere. This is Mandii, Bridget. We never even introduce ourselves.
We don't
if
have
you're
to.
I was about to say, no one even really knows us. Well, they do, but they don't. We just be like, hey, guys, welcome. Hey, we just get into
Come
talking.
on in. Take a seat. We'll see y'all next week.
Yes, we will. Yes.